that, we are starting it up on both Twitch and YouTube. Hello there, everybody. Good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Hi, y'all. Hello, Malachi, Nia, oh my god, Django, Flosia, Nix, AC, hello. This is gonna be a little different. Yes, I'm aware. This is gonna be very much a little bit of a different kind of thing. I just wanted to try something. They're Nocturne. I wanted to try, like, hey, what if I just answered questions? What if I just, answered whatever questions you had for me? And so I thought, sure, you know what? Let's do it. Whatever questions that you've ever wanted to ask me, yeah, I'll do it. I'll just have it on. I'll even put stuff on in the background. Let's just chat. Let's just talk about stuff. Ask me stuff. I'm serious.
Yeah.
That includes you all. Like, present company.
Yeah.
Feel free to ask me anything you've always wanted to ask me.
Well, first I'm gonna ask you one question.
What's up?
How are you today?
How am I today? I'm doing alright. I'm doing fine. Like, So I said earlier that, when I was talking to you, I said earlier that I was going on a walk. I decided, you know what? It's not too hot out. I think I can jog. And so I did. I jogged a little bit. I got a good sweat going. I got a nice shower going. All that fun stuff. I'm still doing my cardio. You have a question? How tall is Dàfāng? 6 feet. That's my actual height. I am 6 feet. The panda is 6 feet. I'm 6 feet tall. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just a pretty standard height. I'm unfortunately not like some kind of colossal being like some of my mutual friends and streamers and content creators and stuff. I'm just I'm a pretty plain 6 feet tall. And also, AC, may you have a kiss? Why, yes, of course. Mwah. But let's see. How many friends... Hold on, let me read that, Angry. How many friends have you had to make a guarantee that you can do Paper Mario 1000 Year Door? Oh, man. Alright, Angry, that's a pretty good question. Okay, so I have to say so far, originally, I was going to get the 1000 Year Door remake, and then Chloe and I were going to just kind of go back at it again. But unfortunately, just due to a lot of life circumstances, we weren't able to do that. But thankfully, thanks to Glaze streaming it now, we've been able to just kind of do it through there. So realistically, the answer is, I guess, 2, 1. I'm echoey? Ooh, got it. Let me take care of that in just a moment. Hello to my actual brother video synth. Let's see, how can I fix up the echoiness of me? It might just be my room. I've noticed that lately my room's been a little bit echoey. I was messing around with some stuff with my microphone, and more than likely I probably hit a setting that I didn't even realize, and now I'm like, oh, I'm echoing. Who knows what it is. Maybe it's because I have something on in the background. Who knows? You got the night off work? Right on! But anyway, yeah. I figured let's put on stuff in the background and just, and by background I mean the music, and just chat, see how you all are doing. In fact, that's actually a really good question to throw right back at you all. How are you doing? Present company included. How are you all doing?
I'm doing alright. Still a bit tired today.
You alright? Understandable. Lozia, that looks like you're saying not so great, and I do hope you feel better. And of course, you're more than welcome, since you are one of my mods, you're more than welcome to jump in and chat.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I mean, I don't know. I have to admit, today was very much more of a spur-of-the-moment kind of idea. So not a whole lot I can really say other than just chill, just chillax, other sorts of things.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, so far regarding my day, I would have to say, I know I said I was doing alright. I mean, like, let me put it like this. I had a feeling that I was gonna have an okay day when I woke up and my husband he came in to go to sleep. Those who don't know, my husband works overnight. So he comes in getting ready for bed, and he tells me that he wasn't sure when I was gonna wake up, but he happened to come in like right before my alarm, and he let me know that he left a nice omelet and a couple little hash browns on my desk for me for breakfast, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. That's a good start for today. When you think hold on a second, Basil, when I think the good weed, what is your favorite strain? I want to know if you're a great weed. Ooh, okay. So one of my personal favorites, it's from this one dispensary that I used to go to more often. For obvious reasons I haven't been able to go to as often, but it's called the Green Dispensary. So the Green Dispensary is, the Green Solution, which is more or less a, how do I put this? A dispensary chain. It kind of exists all around in the space. Hi, Sketchy. Hi, Warbird. But to answer the question about strain, so one of my personal favorites is actually called Tart Pops, and yes, it is based on, as you can guess, Pop-Tarts. And that one I found at the Green Solution, and it's good. It was very good. It gives me a pretty relaxed high, as it were. In fact, actually, so I'm turning around and looking at a couple jars I have. Actually, so these other ones that I got at this other dispensary called Starbuds. Now, just to clarify, so the Green Solution is more of a, we'll say, a kind of a generalized, more like it has the main different types for what you're looking for, whether it be the flower, whether it be the edibles, whether it be, like cartridges for like for your THC pens or whatever. But actually, so Starbuds, on the other hand, it's actually a little closer to where I live, and they're more specialized in flower strains. Like, if you'll give me a sec to take off my headphones, and yes, oh my god, she's ruining the immersion. She's wearing headphones? That's crazy. I'm actually going to look at the couple of jars that are over on this bookshelf behind me, and they actually are also very good strains. Let me tell you. They are... Okay, so the two jars that I'm putting on my desk right now, yes, you can hear that. One of them is a... it was a limited time, and of course, me being me, guess what? I'm an Oreo bear, get it? Panda bear. And this one is called Oreos with a Z at the end, and guess what? I do like it, it's very good. And this other one, I had to get because I loved the name, and it was called the divorce cake flavor, and I was like, oh, I have to. And by instinct, I keep calling it divorced mom cake, which I think is infinitely funnier. But yes, and those of you joining, this is strictly going to be a live Q&A session with just some background music, background noise, what have you. But yeah, so I have to say definitely the divorced mom cake. I know, it's just called divorce cake, but I love saying divorced mom cake. Has also definitely become one of my favorites. Another one that I liked before was a lemon sorbet. Yes, there was in fact a lemon sorbet strain. That was also really good. There was this other one. And I'm trying to remember the brand. It's another local brand here in the state. It was what was it called? I want to say the brand was Versata, something like that. And I can't remember what the strain was called, but I know it was referenced as a first cut. And what first cut essentially means is like that's essentially like the first batch of that strain. So it's like the strongest of that batch. And that's where Divorced Momcore came from. Yeah, so no, actually, Basil. The whole Divorced Momcore thing, that actually came from it was actually an Aunt Gobbo stream. I forgot who they had on at the time. I'll put the jars away in a moment. So Aunt Gobbo, they had a couple others on, and I think they were playing Fortnite? It's like they were playing Rock Band in Fortnite. I couldn't quite tell. It looked like Guitar Hero, but in Fortnite. And they were playing, I can't remember what song they were playing, but they were referring to it as like, this is like divorced mom music. And so, like, this is the kind of music that a divorced mom plays to make herself feel more powerful. And so I chimed in the chat, and I made Ongobble laugh with this. Divorced momcore is my favorite subgenre of adult contemporary. And I still remember Ongobble saying, "Holy shit, the fuck." That was a great one. And thus leading to my Steam name, Divorced Momcore. And, right now, my Steam name is currently Hogarthfield. Because, like, so if anyone's curious about, like, the ridiculous Steam names that I have had, you can thank my friend Chibisu, who's another, like, really good, a lot of you have actually seen him on stream already, but, he has, like, a ton of really good Steam names, and so I just, I got inspired by his wordplay. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I want to do that. I just want to come up with these hilarious and somewhat cursed Steam names. Tim Simmons? Oh, I don't know about that. A ball is here? Yeah, he's in the top right, covering the Rogue logo. You know, hashtag sponsored or something by Rogue. Use discount code MONDA to get 10% off your next order at Rogue Energy, blah, blah, blah.
You might even get a ball keychain.
Get a ball keychain.
No, you won't.
You know what? You know what? Don't dare me. I'll look into how to make a marketable ball keychain.
Oh no.
Man, I can't believe it. I'm carrying this ball around with me. I'm gonna throw them everywhere.
It's not even just Kuribo, it's just a ball.
It's just a ball.
It's just a ball.
We will never make a marketable ball keychain, possibly. But yeah, actually, you know what? Kuribo, what was one of the questions you asked me before we turned on the stream?
Oh, right. What do you prefer more out of the fucking goddamn heat? Oh,
right, okay.
Bugs or the fucking weather?
Okay, so, those that don't know, man, this summer has been particularly brutal with the heat. I mean, brutal. So, if I had to truly say, if I truly had to say what I have hated more this summer, the heat or the flies, I'd actually have to say the heat. And the main reason why I just absolutely have detested the heat this particular summer.
Welcome back.
Oh, hi, bro. I thought I turned off that frickin' sound effect thing on Twitch. I'll have to look into that later. But hi there, Rogue. Thank you so much for the sub. And yes, thanks for listing off some of my other previous Steam names: Emotep, Intrusive Thought, Schizo Abe, Unhouse Trained.
I'm still very proud of Intrusive Thought.
Intrusive Thought is one of my absolute best. Fung once used Intrusive Thought as a that is one of my best. That is absolutely one of my best. In fact, I can go to my...
I believe that came from whenever I was like telling a joke about how, man, if we all formed a band, our name would be the Intrusive Thoughts.
Yeah, let me go into my Steam real quick just to see my different Steam names. Just because listen, I think my names are pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. So let's see. Some of the other ones, let's see, there's Divorce Momcore, Huff Huge Tummy, and Chang Rot. I was Shakira Kurosawa for a while. You will never beat the Riz taxing Phantom of the Op. Damn, you got me, you're right. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I'm still gonna say Intrusive Thought is like top tier. I'm only playing for a friend. Golly gee, I wonder what that name... Right, and one of my, my Steam name before Hogarthfield was literally, I'm only playing for a friend. And to answer that question, why were you called I'm only playing for a friend? It's because I very recently gave Guilty Gear Strive one more chance. Like, one more genuine chance. I was playing with my friend Feline Canis, who did want me to give it one more chance, and I did. I genuinely did. I even bought a little more of the DLC for it. And honestly, I did end up regretting buying that little bit. Like, granted, it was on sale, so it's not like I spent a bunch of money, but I still ended up regretting it because, so here I was. Those that know, when I play Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R, in fact, let me turn down the gain on my microphone really quick. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, those that know, I main Bridget in Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R. And while I was playing with my buddy Feline, I'm like, okay, you know, Instinct was telling me play as Bridget, you love Bridget, you know, best girl in Guilty Gear, whatever. So I play it, and just right off the bat, it's all coming back to me, and I'm like, oh, right, you have an absolutely gutted moveset. You don't even have half of the moveset that you have in Accent Core Plus R. And then I'm just like, right, and this game is much slower. This game has no freeform combos. You are specifically set on a strict path. You cannot experiment, which absolutely sucks. And yeah, this just, it was absolutely soul-crushing. I'm not even gonna deny it. Because I wanted to gently give the game the benefit of the doubt one more time. And I was just left so bitterly disappointed by just feeling how much slower and just straight up not fun it was. And this is like hard truth. You know, people are gonna say like, oh, it's because you're bad at it. I want you to know, like, so I ended up switching to Faust. When Guilty Gear Strive first came out, I was a Faust main. So I switched back to Faust. And when I switched to Faust, going up against my buddy Feline, I was winning. I was whooping his ass, and I still was not having fun. I was even, you know, I went up against Deathwing as Gold Lewis. I didn't even fight against their main, who is Jacko in Strive. But even still, it was like, I want you to know, like, 90% of the matches that I was playing, even against Yaiba, I won. I won! And I was still not having any fun. Like, the very last match I had in that session was against Deathwing as Gold Lewis, and at one point, I was deafening myself out of pure frustration, and actually, like, full disclosure, and Mia, you don't know this, I was actually starting to yell just, like, at the game, at the screen. And the moment I caught myself just, like, yelling at the game, I realized this game is toxic. Guilty Gear Strive is a toxic game. Guilty Gear Strive has a toxic community, and the toxicity was all coming back. And I feel none of that whenever I play Accent Core Plus R, whenever I talk to people about Accent Core Plus R. None of that toxicity is there. I'm sorry to say, Strive is a toxic game. I'm so sorry to say it. And I have more proof of that. I'm not going to put this other person on blast, but months ago when we were talking about the Guilty Gears, like, I need to stress this right now. As a product, Strive is not technically bad, but for what led up to it, it's just not fun. More toxic than an Exert sign Elfa with a pineapple that doesn't go away on hit? Yeah, unironically, more toxic. And also, hi 8-Bit. And yes, chat, while I'm talking about this, please feel free to ask anything. The couch is as sturdy as ever? Of course it is. Yes?
Guilty Gear, calling Guilty Gear Strive a Guilty Gear game is kind of false on its own, anyways.
Yeah, I would have to agree
it's literally
with that.
Blaze Blue.
Yeah, well, because, like, it's like, what Yaiba's even pointing out to me, and I looked it up, and it was true. So, a lot of people, obviously, you know, Daisuke Ishiwatari is the creator of the Guilty Gear franchise, blah, 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 but he did not direct Strive. The person who directed Strive was a professional Blaze Blue tournament player, not Ishiwatari. And that's why it felt so different. And when I realized that, I was like, oh boy, I get to throw out the old joke. Blaze Blue fans ruining it again. So, yeah, and on top of that, the biggest inspiration for how Guilty Gear Strive worked was Street Fighter V. And when I learned that, I was like, oh no, that explains so much. So, not gonna lie, I've said this before. I think in the long run, Strive, at least as far as the DLCs go, is gonna be seen somewhat as a failure. And I think at some point, the folks at Arc Red, specifically Arc Red, because those that don't know, at Arc System Works, there's different factions. And Arc Red is the Guilty Gear team. More than likely, they're probably going to be looking at Ishiwatari saying, hey, you gotta get on this franchise one more time and go out with a bang. And they probably will. They'll probably get on the franchise one more time, go out with a bang with whatever Guilty Gear 5 is, and it'll probably be the best thing ever. And more than likely, whatever the current director's name is, he's probably going to be given the window seat. That's my hypothesis. So let's see. And also, Rogue, I see that's why you say that's why it's Tekken time. Now, hi Ho-Oh. Friendly reminder that creator of Blaze was indirectly responsible for all the missteps in Guilty Gear. Yeah, it's true. But, so, that all said, and by the way, like I said, you all are more than welcome to keep asking questions while I'm just blathering off. Because I do really want to answer.
Yeah, it's actually the best time too.
Oh, yes, and, we got one here. Are you interested in playing the... Yes! Yes! Okay, I don't even have to finish, saying the question, and you can tell how excited I am just by the fact that I clapped. 8-Bit, so excited for the MVC collection. You have no idea. I'm so omega uber excited for that collection. And yes, I will play it on stream. Absolutely. Absolutely I will play it. So looking forward to that. Like, we all know it's a big deal. It's a huge deal that Capcom and Marvel actually worked together to re-release all these games. That's massive. Absolutely. And also, really quick, hi there, Curb. Really quick, AC, favorite kind of cake? Let's see, I have to actually think about that. Okay, so I can come up with a couple different answers. Because, and this is going to be a little complicated, because the cakes that I like are not necessarily, well, none of them are like store-bought cakes. So I would have to say, because when I think of cakes that either my husband has made or cakes that my parents made growing up. Like, my dad, in fact, since my brother's in chat, our dad made this awesome, like, what was it? It was like a double chocolate fudge cake or something. Oh my god, like actual chef's kiss. It was so rich and like absolutely bad for you because it was sugary, but I loved it. Best damn chocolate cake. That was the name of the recipe. Yes. Damn Panda can bake. He absolutely can, K-Bryce. Hi, K-Bryce. Absolutely can. Like, and that was literally what the recipe was called. Best damn chocolate cake. So that was definitely one of my favorites. Our mom, years ago, I want to say, I think maybe it was for her 18th birthday, I don't fully recall. Our mom, at one point, actually made an ice cream cake. And it was great. I loved it. She never made it again, but I still kind of remember what it looked like, and I still vaguely remember the taste. I definitely remember loving it. I thought it was wonderful. Yeah, Ice Queen. But, hold on a second. And Ho-Oh, you might consider... And Hector IB, welcome home. And Ho-Oh, you might consider this... here's a question. Would you think the MVC would be a good intro for people new to fighting games? Actually, yes. Yes, I do. I actually do think that'd be a very good
intro. I do as well.
Because one of the cool things about the MVC collection is, you know, it's got a training mode, because like it's based on the Capcom Fighting Collection that they released last year, which I personally still have installed. I actually do, like, there were a couple missteps along the way, but overall, as a package, I still like it. Is Bad already sleeping? That's a good question. He might be. We can take a look in the Discord. And by the way, those of you, if you're not, please feel free to join the Discord here. I'll even put it up. Let me just, exclamation part Discord. There we go. Here you go. And yes, I even have my own custom link. We are a what's the term? We're a tier 3 boosted Discord, so we have access to many emotes. Our upload, your upload limit is raised a ton. So yeah. I feel like I'll work tomorrow. Yeah, Sabat is probably asleep, yeah. What's my favorite? Ooh, what's my favorite horror movie? Hold on, let me. I'll get to that. I'll get to that question in a sec. I need to look at some of the other questions. Depending on your previous question, which game of the series have I played the most? Easily MVC2. Very, 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 very easily MVC2. But I have a very distinct memory of going to a Toys R Us in, I think, Ormond Beach, or was it Daytona? It might have been Daytona, but it might have also been Ormond. Because, really quick, those that don't know, I'm originally born and raised Floridian. I now live in the Rocky Mountains, but I have a distinct memory at a Toys R Us at the time, which I know, oh, Toys R Us, oh, nostalgic. There was a Dreamcast, and on it there was a demo for MVC1, and I specifically remember picking Mega Man and going up against Hulk AI, and my kid brain, who wasn't totally accustomed to both the Dreamcast as well as fighting games, I was just like, well, I found the button where he shoots, so I'll just try using that. Understandably, I got my butt kicked by the AI, but hey, what I knew was I was seeing Mega Man fighting the Hulk, and that to me was just super cool. But let's see. Yeah. No, Necroid, not even Lemons, they were the blue shot. But hey, we know Lemons. Yeah, Lemons! Yeah, so easily the one I put the most hours into was MVC2, because, at one point, my brother and I, we got a copy, an original Xbox copy of MVC2, and, yeah, that was a big way, like, that was my primary way of playing MVC2 until the 360 version that was released later, as well as the PS3 version, which I actually still have. I've mentioned this before, I still have my PlayStation 3. I actually still have that version on my PS3. Oh, I'm trying to think. God, there's like suddenly a bunch of memories flooding back. I do also remember, so like one of the times that I really got into fighting games, and I know I'm like going on a bit of a tangent, and Kurt, actually, yes, PS3 does have like, okay, it's over in the living room, but if you want, I can generally take a photo of all the PS3 games I have physically. That's not even counting all the digital ones. The PS3 actually has games, I promise. It actually has a good collection of games. There just wasn't a lot of them until closer to, when it was over. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think. I remember when I was really first getting even more interested in fighting games, it was, and my brother can attest to this, in school, specifically in 8th grade, those that don't know, that's basically junior high, we went to Islands of Adventure in Orlando, and my brain, being a nerd, I immediately saw the arcade. So I go to the arcade, and I see MVC2, and I see specifically 2 MVC2 cabinets so that people could, do 2-player matchups, whatever. And I see across the way, of all things, an SVC Chaos SNK versus Capcom cabinet. And I was like, huh? So that was my first time seeing SVC Chaos, like, of all things, at Islands of Adventure. And I think there was one other arcade cabinet, like one other fighting game arcade cabinet there, but I don't fully remember what it was. I'm trying to, let's see, let me scroll up and see just some of the other questions. Okay, let me take a look, and also ads. No, stop, be snoozed. Let's see. Let me scroll up because I know I missed some questions. Let's see. So let me get into, isn't MVC Infinite the bad one? So realistically, based on what others have told me, it is technically not a bad game, but with all the missteps Capcom took at that time which included things like, you know, Street Fighter Cross Tekken and all of that, it left such a bitter taste in people's mouths, especially that collector's edition where the advertisement was blatantly false. They showed the Infinity Stones for Thanos, and then when people got them, they were literally they just looked like eggs. But, yeah, so that's why, like, people have such a bad taste in his mouth. But I know Maximilian and him and this modding team that he's paying, they're all trying to make this, like, super big mod that makes it more presentable for people. But let me now move on to favorite horror movie. Okay, favorite horror movie. Now, that's another interesting one, because, admittedly, I'm not as well-versed in horror as I wish I was, because I didn't get more into horror until, like, the past decade. And I have to say, in terms of a lot of the horror I like, so obviously it's hard to beat John Carpenter's The Thing, because that is an all-time classic. Truly, a masterpiece of cinema. Practical effects, stellar, off the wall, insane, wonderful movie. I am also a really big fan of the original Alien movie. The original. Just, again, like, what a great, tense movie. I'm trying to think of other horror movies. 2015, 2016's, The Witch? That one. I forget, it has that one actor. He's really good. He has that very distinct voice. I think he was in a Final Fantasy recently. Also, that was a really good movie. Like, I also, in fact, speaking of, like, good horror, I don't know, I guess my number one favorite horror might be The Thing? But, allow me to say, like, when it came to, what was it, Ali Aster? I think it's Ali Aster? Please correct me if I'm wrong. There was, what was it? Hereditary and Midsommar? Me personally, I actually preferred Midsommar over Hereditary. I thought Hereditary was good. I felt like just with the whole... What I loved about Midsommar, personally, was how beautiful it looked, which completely contrasted with how ugly everything that was happening. Like, that to me... Like, I thought that was great. It was just it was a great offset for the ugly actions going on. Let's see. Let me take a look at some of the other questions that I've probably missed. Talk about blueberries, blue balls, lemons, blah 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 blah. Speaking of Toys R Us, rebrand Toys R Us. Ooh, interesting. Again, blah 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 blah. Yeah, blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm scrolling down. Okay, all right, we're caught up. Sorry, I went off on a huge tangent. Please, any other questions you might have? I'm really sorry. I really did go on a massive... You want to watch another John Carpenter? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. How do I like my eggs? Okay. So, me personally, if we're, like, excluding omelets, I personally really like my eggs. I kind of like them over easy. I mean, I have two answers, actually. I have a joke answer, and I have a serious answer. My serious answer is I kind of like my eggs over easy. My joke answer is... Yeah, Curb. You got it. My joke answer is fertilized, of course. I mean, that should be obvious by this point. But, let's see. What popular form of media, video game, movie, TV, etc., franchise as popular but never clicked with you? Ooh, Angry, that's actually another really good one. I mean, quite a few of them just didn't particularly interest me or click with me. Some of them, like, I kind of got a little bit more interested in down the line. One of them, I'm trying to think, and I'm snapping my finger, like, I'm trying to think of a really big one that just never grabbed me. Actually, Warhammer. Warhammer. It never grabbed me. Like, okay, I have played Vermintide 2, and I thought it was cool because I saw it as a more advanced Left 4 Dead. But and I have played a bolt gun because I'm like, oh, okay, you know, it's kind of like an old boomer shooter. That's kind of cool. But if you ask me questions about old Warhammer, you know, Age of Sigmar, if you ask me anything about 40k lore, I'm gonna look at you like, huh? So yeah, in general, yes.
That's a lot of Warhammer fans too. They barely know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, that's fair
As
enough.
a Warhammer fan,
That's
truthfully,
fair. That is
Basil can agree with me here. Like, you can ask any Warhammer fan, and all they'll ever know is of the specific armies that they play.
That's totally
That's
fair.
it.
That is totally fair. There are definitely other franchises that just never grab me. Like Harry Potter. That's actually a great example. Harry Potter never appealed to me. And with like everyone in school around me growing up, like almost everyone loved Harry Potter. I never got into it. I never saw the, like, okay, cool, wizards, witches, whatever, just pew pew, casting spells. I never, ever,
I
ever...
couldn't get into it either.
Oh, hi, Malik. Right, I forgot, you're on mobile right now. But also, and I...
Come on in!
Hi there, Pumpkin! Thank you for the raid! Hello there, everyone. I'm Dàfāng The Panda, also known as Generous Panda. Today, I'm actually doing a different kind of stream. I am doing just a live Q&A. And Golden Leopard, welcome home. But I am doing a... Yes, Himba raid!
Fucking call.
So I am doing just a live Q&A. It is nothing but me answering questions for the chat. Any questions that you've ever wanted to...
Welcome back.
God, I need to figure out how to turn off that stupid sound thing. I put it on specifically... So, there was this thing that Twitch kept bugging me about. Like, hey, if you use this Twitch alert system, it will give you access to 2 more animated emote slots. And I was like, okay, sure, I guess I can turn that on. And, first off... Hi, Tegon. Yeah, I need to figure out how to turn that crap off. I'm hopefully going to do that after this. But, yeah, other franchises that, like, never, ever really quite grabbed me? I'm trying to, like... See, I'm trying to do something stupid. I'm trying to, like, look around in my room to think of franchises that never grabbed me, and I'm like... What are you doing? Like, of course, you're not gonna put stuff in your room that doesn't interest you. That's stupid. I'm trying to think. I at least just want to try and think of at least one more franchise that, like, is very popular that didn't grab me. So, like I said, Harry Potter's not one of them, and I'm gonna say, when it came to me not enjoying Harry Potter, I couldn't help but think to myself years down the line, man, I was on the right side of history. Like, as a bit of a petty joke, I admit. But there was actually a decent amount of, like, anime franchises or whatever that just didn't quite grab me, didn't interest me, whatever. But let me scroll back up just for stuff that I probably missed. Let me go back up. We're the happiest in 40k, the dead people? Angry? That's actually a really good answer. So you're talking about 40k more and stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. People reading Harry Potter in middle school. Me reading Drizzt. Not good. Thank you, Andrew. Any games that I like and enjoy that are like my guilty pleasures and not very popular with others. Ooh. Okay. That's actually another really good question. Something that's like a guilty pleasure for me that I know others don't enjoy. Like franchise. You know what? Let me open up my Steam, see if I can come up with something there. My library real quick on Steam. Like, if not Panda, what other animal would do? Oh, actually, I'll get to that in a moment. I actually have an answer for that. I'm trying to think, like, guilty pleasures, things that I, okay, you know what? All right. I actually kind of have a bit of a silly, like, guilty pleasure, that I totally understand why people don't like it, but I have a simple brain. There are just certain, like, really easy things where I'm like, hey, you know what? It feels good enough and mindless enough to me that I understand why people don't like it, but I'm just like, screw it, I'm having fun. So on PS4, I own the game Onichambara Z2 Chaos. And I'm gonna be honest, like, it's a hack and slash game. It is very much a junk food game. There is no better way to put it. It's a junk food game. Alright, Imbo, you take care. But yeah, the bikini zombie slayer series, like, that's a guilty pleasure for me, because I'm like, you know what, these hack and slash combos, they feel good to pull off, and I'm just like, Skippy Girl's funny, and so I'm like, yeah, I like it. I admit it's a guilt, and that is the same as well for the Senran Kagura franchise. I'm like, okay, the combos feel fun to pull off. I get it, but I'm simple. I like it, you know. Listen, I also enjoy, like, Dynasty Warriors. I like, you know, I like just taking down lots of dudes all at once, and I totally get why people wouldn't enjoy it. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what else? Let me get into Fantasy's Harry Potter and Blaze Blue fans. Panda will walk onto the other side of the street. Yeah, exactly. So, Nexus Files, to answer the question, if not a panda, what other animal would I be? If I couldn't be a panda, if for whatever reason, I actually had to not be a panda anymore, I would actually go with a bat. In fact, I will pull up the reference for you. Thankfully, it is a safe word reference, so I don't feel so bad about pulling it up. I know, Curve, you're thinking Bruce the Bat, and you're not wrong, but you have to keep in mind, that I also did grow up with Batman, and Batman is pretty dang cool. But yes, AC, you're right, I do have a Bat character. If I absolutely had to, and I've discussed this before, and I'm gonna show her right now to you all. Here we go. This is actually my Bat OC, Istra Vamir. She was designed by the artist Sappix, also known as Marty Bear, and I actually really love this character. I love her design so much. In my opinion, she is easily one of my best character designs. I love her dearly.
I gotta admit, Dàfāng,
Uh-huh.
the topic of you never being a panda, I don't know what it is, but it, like, struck a chord in my soul. I don't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the sky
Just,
puppy.
I can't imagine a world without Dàfāng.
Oh, I know, because, like, well, so I've said before, if for some reason I had to drop the Dàfāng identity, I would actually go with Istra as my Sona. I actually would.
Oh, that
But,
hurts.
listen, honey. I am never gonna stop being a panda, no matter what. And therefore needs her panda wife. Exactly. She needs her
Man.
me too, Malachi. You both need your pandy wandies. God, that sounded awful. I'm so sorry.
No, what?
Also, Malachi, your mobile's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit, okay? So let's see. I forgot I had you at 200%. But yeah, so that is me personally. If I was not a panda, I would probably be a bat, because I actually think bats are awesome. I think bats are really cool. And it's like, trust me when I say, go look at videos of just bats eating fruit. They're adorable. They really, really are. They're really cute. But let's see. Let me, if I want a guilty pleasure, try God Hand. Okay, so Angry, I actually have God Hand on my PS3. I did not grow up with it because I didn't have a PS2 growing up. Guess what? I was a GameCube kid. My brother and I actually said this very recently. We got an Xbox basically during its last year for Conquer Live and Reloaded. And you know what? I don't regret it. I actually enjoyed Conquer Live and Reloaded. I thought the online multiplayer was pretty fun. I know grunts were absolutely overpowered, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. But yeah, and it wasn't until like I was 18 where I actually finally got a PlayStation 2 at a pawn shop. And that was when I started like playing like Jak and Daxter, Kingdom Hearts, Ratchet and Clank, all of those. And even Sly Cooper. I was like, wow, I really missed out. Like, these are really good games. Let me scroll down a little more. Let's see. Talking about the Sky Puppy, talking about Isra. I know she's very adorable, very cute. Let's see. Hi people, hi. Yep. Let's see. If you could have any superpowers that you probably use on a daily basis, 8-Bit, I will wait for the ads to end, and then I will answer that question, because I know. I'm getting really tired. Okay, so I want to test something else. I want to test something else in the very near future. Probably starting Wednesday. What I want to try and do, because I know for a fact I cannot permanently get rid of ads on Twitch, but what I can try to do is I'm going to see if I can lessen the amount of ads as little as possible. It will mean less money for me, which right now is a very, very, very bad thing because I currently, well, a lot of you know, I have quit my job so I can try and push hard to make this streaming thing work one more time. And I've said before, and I will say it with confidence, this is my last shot. This is the very last time that I am giving this a chance to actually, like, hard push and actually be, like, you know, someone that can make this whole live thing actually work. And so I'm going to be doing my best to upload clips, to upload videos, VODs, whatever, to YouTube, just to try and actually make this all work. And one of those things to try and make this work is, like I said, I want to try and lessen the amount of ads to as absolutely few as possible. Because I know for a fact I cannot 100% get rid of them, but I really want to try and lessen them. Oh look, a Cheshire critter, hello. Yes, welcome in. We are doing exclusively a Q&A stream. And, oh my goodness, I also completely forgot to say to Jamie, thank you so much for the sub. Jamie, you are also, like, a real one. You've been subbed for so long, and I love you for it. But let's see. Now, to answer the question 8-Bit, if I could have a superpower and use it on a daily basis. So, for the longest time, before I even got into One Piece, I would have said, stretchy powers. Because I didn't like my height for the longest time, because, you know, I was a smaller kid, and I would have said stretchy powers so I could make myself taller. If I had to say now, as an adult, if I could have some kind of a superpower, I think, and this seems like such an obvious answer, but, I mean, transforming. Like, you know, I guess you could say, like, I guess you could say kind of like Mystique from X-Men, but, you know, just essentially being a shapeshifter or whatever. And yes, I know, a lot of you are going to be saying, Dàfāng, you're just saying that because you want to be your panda self. You want to be the woman on the screen. And you're right, I do. But I think it would also be cool if I could turn into any of my other characters out there, like Isra, or even any of my boy characters. A lot of you that don't know, I actually have other, like, little original characters that are kind of on the side. Heck, I would even transform into my gremlin if I could, because it'd be funny. Power rollback, you just fell down the stairs. Nah, I take that. Be a dinosaur? Heck, why not? Why not? Alright, Chengo, you take it easy. And hopefully work goes quickly. But yeah, I think just having that power to just kind of transform and, you know, turn to different things, I think that'd be awesome.
That's something similar as well. Like, except I would extend it to being able to transform myself and others. Like Tia,
yeah.
like my character Tia can.
Now, I can definitely see how a transforming power could very easily be used for evil. Like, oh, I'm just going to copy, you know, this billionaire and just go in and, you know, mess stuff up. I can totally see that being used in the negative. But
yeah, do it.
Yeah, you're right. Ruin the billionaires' lives. I mean, what are they gonna do? Not donate to the orphanage? Pfft.
I'll donate to myself.
Donate to myself. I'm the orphanage. Mine would be psychic powers. That is another one. I'm not gonna deny. 8-bit, like, psychic powers are cool. I don't care what anyone says. Psychic powers are awesome. I don't care. I just think,
Yeah.
you know, I can levitate that with my mind. I think it's cool.
All right. I got a question for you then.
Sure.
So consider the following. You get the power, but there is always a downside to everything. With having transformation abilities, you lose your sense of your original self, or the self that you felt like you had. Because after a while, here's the thing, if you're able to transform, you never age.
Oh.
You will live a life forever as a million different faces.
Oh.
That is the downside of having transformation powers. However, if you are a psychic person, consider that you have to literally learn how to do it. Not only that, you have to learn how to not read the wrong minds.
Ooh.
Because imagine you were just trying to be friends with someone, and then all of a sudden, you read all of their thoughts.
Oh,
So
wow.
your friendship with them isn't special anymore because you know everything about them.
Wow.
That or you like hear in their head like maybe their deepest, darkest desires, and it changes how you feel about that person forever.
Ooh, wow. Whoa. That's actually kind of freaky to think about.
So if you think that's oddly specific, that's because I was writing a whole book about like people who get superpowers and having to live with the cons.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
sure, they get to be superheroes at the end of the day, but their daily lives are ultimately affected by the powers that they gain.
Wow, that's definitely something I never thought about, like the negative
Yeah.
side effects of having those. Me personally, okay, like yes, you're right. Having a transforming power, I literally would lose the sense of my original self. But I guess because, I look at it as I'm me, I love making others happy. Like, and that's a big thing of like what I have wanted to do. So this gets into shape-shifting on a genetic level, be any gender, have your body adapt to any environment, develop the ability to read minds, get the ability to modify others. Whew! You've been making your own system here for your for Psy for your game, basically lore as to how they work in it.
Yeah, that's sort of how I would do it, but I don't know where you'd be able to read minds because you genetically modify someone. It'd be more like you'd be able to tell what they would do next. But
Right.
I have one thing though, Dàfāng.
Yes.
The reason why I include being able to transform others is because I would like to live my eternity with people like you
Oh.
and like Malachi.
Yeah.
May
Yeah.
as well spend an
Yeah.
eternity with more than just myself.
Of course. I would have to, but I guess to go back with like what I was saying. I don't know. I guess like, so it's like I was saying. I love making other people happy. I truly, truly love making
Yeah.
other people happy. It's just a really big thing of who I am. In fact, that's actually so I'm about to get into something like very much it's gonna be a little disheartening for some of you to hear. But if it wasn't for the fact that I actually, sorry if you heard my chair squeak, if it wasn't for the fact that I love making other people happy, I would have quit streaming a while ago. I straight up would have quit streaming a while ago, but it's because of those who tell me that like what I do actually brings them a sense of happiness, a sense of peace in their lives, for some even a sense of normalcy. I keep going because I don't want to disappoint those people and take something away from them that they love. So I love making others happy. And because I love making others happy, I keep doing this. But that is the hard truth. And, you know, I now have it on record on Twitch and YouTube that if I didn't like making others happy, yeah, I would not keep doing this. And that is a pretty harsh truth, but I am... What am I, if anything, but too honest. Too honest for my own good. And that's the truth. I can't help but want to be honest with you all, which even speaks to something that I was having, shall we say, a very harsh, very real, very serious discussion with my community yesterday, and I was absolutely upfront about it. I let out all of my feelings, but I won't get too much into it, but those of you who were there, who read it all, yeah, I let out all of my true feelings of many frustrations I was having. Because like I said, I actually am too honest for my own good. But, moving on from that, like, let me see what, some of you have been saying. Let's see. You get to read minds. Unfortunately, you can't differentiate between people and animal thoughts. That'd be a freaky one to think about. Alright, Curb, you sleep well. Thank you so much. Panda, I like making people happy. So about playing The Binding of Isaac. Eat shit. I mean, listen, okay, so Angry. The main reason I haven't ever streamed Binding of Isaac, unironically, it's because, so obviously Binding of Isaac has been around for such a long time, long since before I was ever streaming. I burned myself out on Isaac a long time ago. I burned myself out on Isaac a very long time ago. So because of that, that's just unfortunately why I just don't stream it. It's absolutely nothing against the game. Like, if you look at the game from a design standpoint, it's a really well-designed game. But I burned myself so hard on it. And that's it. That's it for just Binding of Isaac. Wow, I am surprised I've already been keeping this up for an hour. I am amazed that I can just talk to you all like this. Help me. Like, okay, this is another thing. Like, for as much as I hated my first job, which was a gas station in Florida, if my brother still happens to be around, he can attest because he also worked there. I will give myself props for as horrible as it was. For any, like, socially awkward shell that I had to just crack right through it. I had to get out of that egg, like, just fist blazing, like, freaking, like, the JoJo thing, you know. The JoJo thing? Come on, Dàfāng. Don't lie to yourself. You watched it. You watched Stardust Crusaders. Don't even.
We all have.
You know it's Star Platinum. Don't lie.
We've all literally watched JoJo.
Yeah, literally. And
if you haven't watched JoJo, you are under a rock. At least if you haven't watched part 3, because it's the one they always tell you to skip to.
Let's see. Let me ask a white woman question. What's my stance on Kale? I mean, it's fine.
I'm back. Woo.
Hello.
Oh god, he's back.
What's my stance on Kale? Genuinely, like, as long as it's used with, like, the right food, it's fine. Like, that's kind of my stance with so me personally, and this might be a bit of a weird take, I prefer, in terms of the different types, like, I don't know, I think I kind of prefer spinach the most, then kale, then lettuce. That's me personally.
So, since I'm back, I have a question for you, Dàfāng.
Yes.
My question is, do you think, well, first question is, have you ever, liked, in your life, or at least when you was younger, walked on your tippy toes, or at least T-Rex'd it around the house?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so that leads into my second question. Do you think, after doing that so many times in your life, that helped you learn how to, you know, walk around in high heels or stilettos? Or at least have you ever at least walked around in high heel and stilettos?
Okay, I have never walked in stilettos. I have walked around in heels once, and I admit at first it took me a moment to get used to it. And then after, I want to say, I think, 10 minutes of, like, you know, just kind of gaining my balance, gaining my footing, as it were, I was like, okay, alright, I get this. Alright, I get it. And, you know, I was feeling a little powerful, and you want to know the weird part? The actual weirdest part was, like, at that time, I wasn't, okay, full disclosure, 99% of you know this already. I'm trans. Oh no, she's another trans woman on there. Whee! It doesn't matter. So
Woman is still woman.
well, I appreciate that. But so I thanks, AC. What was it? It was actually while I was still a guy. I just out of sheer curiosity, I tried walking in heels once, and admittedly, I was like, "Ooh, I feel kind of powerful like this," but I didn't like feel I didn't feel much from it, and you know, as the years gone on, I'm just like, "Oh, I see. Accidentally prepping myself for the future, huh?" So, you know how it goes. But yeah. So yeah, I think I would say that walking on my tippy toes when I was younger did kind of accidentally help in prepping me to walk into heels. I don't actually own a pair of heels, like none at all. But when I'm talking with
How to put it on your throne?
Do I really want to put a pair of heels like on my throne? Do I really want to?
Yes, you should, so you can slay. Like, that's a definite no-brainer. Put that shit on there.
I'm gonna have to say this right now.
AC, please.
Dàfāng. Like, I will say I don't think walking on my toes has ever helped me figure out heel walking, because heel walking is very different, actually. The way you're supposed to walk with heels is heel first, not toe first.
Ah, fair.
Because it throws you out of balance if you're trying to move faster than a crawl, you know?
Give me 1 sec. First off, you're absolutely right, but give me 1 sec. I just need to do this really quickly. Let me just, and a lot of you are like, what do you mean you have to do this really quickly? There it is. Okay, let me just, and my apologies. Some of you are gonna be like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And the answer is, boom. There we go.
I fucking hate you, Cyroyal.
What?
I am
Hi,
gonna kill
Lori.
you now.
What? Bufong did nothing wrong.
Okay, how about this then?
How about what? What?
How about this?
What? But okay, well, I'll get into the witch time once I feel like enough time has passed for Bufong.
Refund me then.
Mods can say it. Well, hold on. Alright, Mori just saved you. Alright, hold on. Mori just saved you.
No, refund me.
Wow, okay. Hold on. Hold on. I forget what the option is for refunding points.
Not to ban Cyroyal.
Mods, can we refund can we refund the points from my wife? No problem, Lozia. Anyway, what were some of the other questions? We're still getting. Hold on. Wait a minute. Mori, you said we're still getting you those horror heels breasty. I love you. That's such a.
Actually, no. You know what? Speaking of heels, I could totally get you the ones that I got if you like the booties that I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Those 5-inch ones. They're actually not that expensive.
Sure. Actually, give me a sec. AC, another question. Can you tell N34 and Malachi I think they're cool? Hey, so, Ace was Stolen thinks that you two are really cool. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Cyril.
For my wife when she isn't just a featureless ball of ectoplasm. To answer your question, 8-Bit, what's the YouTube poop you like to watch the most?
Oh, hey, Maury.
Okay, you know what?
Hello, Maury.
I'm going to go on YouTube. Oh, hi, Maury. You know what, Maury? Since you were here, let me go on the...
I was only gonna be here for a second. I don't know about the stream delay, but I just got it. I love you too, bitch.
Here, let me just go in. Let me go ahead and go in. I'm gonna get on YouTube really quickly, because I actually can pull up something. Alright, so let's close reactive. I'm gonna turn on the YouTube. And, let's see, we're on an ad break right now, and I apologize for that. There's a few old YouTube poops that, one of them I need to make sure is, still okay. God, what was his name? There was this one, YouTube poop creator. I think it was... If I remember correctly, I'm looking up right now.
Is it Dash Bullshit are you thinking of? Or is it something else?
No, someone else who was called, no, it wasn't this guy. Oh crap, I wish my brother was here. He would easily remind me. There were a few YouTube poop creators that I did watch back in the day. One of them was called Shredda X. There was another one. Oh god, okay. Let me do a quick look. Robotnik takes a flying... Yep, there it is. Robotnik takes a flying leap. Boogity Boo! Boogity Boo was the guy! Okay, now I need to make sure that I find... Alright, I'm gonna make sure that the, audio is like, Alright, let me stop the music really quick. I just need to make sure this doesn't have... You for a sec. Like, absolutely sure it doesn't have... Okay. It is that one. So... There is one that I don't necessarily want to show on stream just because of something that's said, but I will at least show the very beginning of it. Yeah, actually, Video Synth, that's the one I'm showing the very beginning of, and then I'm immediately gonna stop it. So here, let me go ahead and just, stop the music really quickly. Oh, man, this is going to... Oh, the little bees cute. It is fancy count, it is. Okay, so 8-Bit. I'm only showing the very beginning. This video is from... You, Schnitzel, okay? You. Yes, I get it. Your username's still there. Shut up. Oh, man. This video is from October 14th, 2008. I am getting old. Oh my god. Alright, so here's the very, very beginning of a very old YouTube poop that I remember seeing so long ago. Alright. So first off, yeah, that's Keanu Reeves' face.
3 separate traps, and none of them worked. Well, not exactly, your esteemed egginess. They worked just fine, eh? Yeah.
Just not on Sonic.
It was his fault.
Let me out.
Yeah, their fault.
Let me out.
Shut up, all of you.
And I'm stopping it right there because there is a... This was during a time during the YouTube days that, there was something said at the very beginning that I don't want being heard during the stream. Now, oh god, it's so wild going back to these. It is really wild going back to some of these, like...
Roof pig. Most unexpected.
God, Robot. These fucking old things. Isn't that nice? God, I remember this. All my memories are coming back.
The original brain rot.
Oh, yeah. See, I need to pause really quick right now and say, I have no right to ever tell anyone younger than me that they have bad taste in humor when this is the bullshit that my stupid, possibly undiagnosed ADHD brain was laughing at.
You can't fight evil with a macaroni duck! Yay,
Luigi? Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Embarrassing. Yeah. This really was the bullshit I was watching when I was younger. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot
A
of
lot of ball dropping.
Faux pas.
Like I said, I can't ever judge people's taste in humor when I was laughing at this bullshit. Yeah. And yeah. And we'll put a stop to that. So, like I said, I ain't ever gonna judge what people laugh at. Hi there, Rog.
Happy birthday! How you doing?
It's not my birthday, but hello. Yes, I'm doing all right. Also, 8-bit.
How
Yeah.
dare you? And my birthday is only, what, 4 days away? 5 days away?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Birthday.
Load up that one I'm a person video. Eric got. Oh my god, I'm a person. God. Okay. All right.
Jesus, that is a name I have not heard in a
See,
very long time.
No.
Holy shit!
Let's see.
Holy fuck.
Eric, hold on. Where was that one? I'm a person. I'm a person. Okay. Where was that one? Schnitzel. If you have, wait. Okay. Was it Mike with 10 Eric's Legend of Milk Meat? Yes, I'm aware of what I just said. That is the title of the video. I'm fully aware of what I just said.
Yep.
Alright. Man. Again. And this was from 14! I need to... Oh my god. This is from January 25th, 2010. Again, I can't ever judge people's taste in humor when this was the crap that I was laughing at, man. I can't ever judge people's taste in humor.
I mean, you could, but like, you wouldn't be justified in doing it.
Exactly. So, welcome to. Oh, I'm gonna be taking another trip down memory lane with I'm a Person's Mike with 10 Eric's Legend of Milk Meat. If I remember correctly, there's nothing actually terrible in it, so I think this is safe to watch. Oh yeah, volume warning, by the way.
Good job, Mike.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
Fuck you. I need gay steps.
well tough, Zeus.
Yep.
Mike.
Yep. Yep. It's still getting me. It's still.
I've got Millie and me.
Good.
I can't believe this is still making me smile.
I will get gay.
I can't. I
Got some
can't believe this is still getting me.
juice.
Yeah.
And before how the phone has the humor of a child. Yeah, and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I can't believe this is still getting me. I'm actually embarrassed.
What are you talking about? Why?
Eric.
Because I'm like, I can't believe it shows my chat.
Man.
You know what, at this point? Yeah.
This is just you. This went from a Q&A straight up into I gotta watch
Not
old
a French
videos.
art film. What will Eric pull out of the fridge? A, Mike, B, a dog. C, salad ice cream. D, surprise me. Surprise me. Yeah, by the way, flashing light warning.
Oh. My eyes.
The days of the YTP.
Yep.
Good times.
And they all died happily ever after.
I mean,
man, actually
Finn.
going down memory lane like that is insane. I'm not gonna deny. But okay. You think about that ending all the time. Hi there, Red.
I have words.
You have words? Okay, first off, I will take a moment. Yes, I will take care of myself. Give me a sec. Let me just make sure I get myself off the couch. Alright, let me just there we go. There we go. Let me just get myself off the couch really quick so I can do a quick stretch. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, get that good stretch in. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, Maury, you take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Alright.
See ya.
Let me get my all.
Be well,
I
Maury.
love Comic Zone. See ya.
Yeah, see, I'm glad. You understood the assignment.
I do.
Oh my god.
Drink some
I
water.
can't wait for that movie to come out though. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cool.
Man. Okay, drink some water. Get myself right over here. Also, Red, I saw that you were streaming earlier, and you were doing the cool stuff.
Thank you.
let's see.
What you doing?
Cool
I was
stuff.
doing art stuff.
Yes.
Art.
Yes, he does cool
Speaking
art
of,
stuff.
speaking of art,
I'm making that more of a thing for my Twitch. In that, if I get the day, I'm just gonna try and stream a little bit of art.
I love it. I personally love it. But okay. So let's see. Were there any other questions that you all had? Because like that's what this is about. I'm here to answer any and all questions, as long as they are something that I can answer that is within TOS. If it's something that I definitely cannot answer because of TOS, I'll try to explain it privately. How about that?
I have a question.
Hi to the one viewer on YouTube. You're right.
I do have a
question too.
Yes, by all means. Rob, go ahead first.
Okay. Which character was your spiritual awakening in punching people in the face? That's not Makoto.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Because that's easy. That's easy.
That wasn't Makoto in Third Strike. Okay. Spiritual awakening in punching people in the face. All right. And also, Red, I do see your question about name your top 3 early 2000 pop punk bands. I will get back to that in a moment. I just need to make sure I didn't miss anything else from you all. Let's see. Reeps, you did ask. You got a question. When am I tooting it up? I don't like the implication of that statement. I'm gonna have to say, what do you mean by that? What do you mean tooting it up?
Please elaborate.
I don't like the implications of that statement.
Please elaborate the tooting it up, the tooting farting. Let's see. And a lot of you talking about the YouTube poop stuff. Let's see. There's your question, Red. It explains a lot about Panda, but yet leaves many. Honestly, Angry, you're 100% right, and that's part of the reason why I'm here. Like, any other questions you got, feel free. I'm gonna answer it, you know, provided TOS. Let me see. I really hard to remember. Let's see. What really Anyway, okay. So your question, Rock. My spiritual awakening for punching people, and I can't say Makoto and Third Strike. Ooh, okay. Spiritual awakening to punch people. Right now, it's absolutely for you as Powerpuff Girls. You know what, Malachi? That's actually a really good answer. Part of me, okay, part of me does want to say Batman from the animated series, but I don't think that would actually be fully honest to myself. If I had to actually give a truly honest answer in terms of spiritual awakening for wanting to punch people, aka play fighting games, I would actually, in my heart of hearts, I would actually have to think the Ninja Turtles.
I can get behind that.
I actually think it would have to be the Ninja Turtles because my brother and I like I remember at one point like I did play the arcade game. We also had the both at one point the Genesis and Super Nintendo version of Tournament Fighters.
Yeah. Even though Genesis versions, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think Genesis had the better soundtrack in my opinion.
It kind of low key had the better soundtrack, but man, in terms of being a fighting game, that game was weird. But I don't know. I think the Ninja Turtles may have been like my spiritual awakening for fighting games. If it wasn't that, if it absolutely was not that, the only other answer I can think of was a very long time ago, and do not ask me how I remember this. A very long time ago, for a classmate's birthday, our mother, this classmate's birthday was at like a public swimming pool, and there was a Street Fighter 2 cabinet, and the first character I picked was Blanca because I just saw like I saw Monster Man, and my kid brain was just like, cool monster, and so I picked him even though I had no idea what I was doing. That's me personally. If
mash button, go electric, go burr.
Something like that. If it wasn't that, the only other thing, like the only other person that I could possibly think of that like made me just want to, be crazy with fighting games and stuff was maybe it's really tough to think about because like there's a few different options I could. It's kind of hard to pinpoint for me. So just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna say Ninja Turtles just because like I did grow up with the cartoon. Again, I mentioned the games. I'm just gonna say that just to make it easier for my brain.
Fair enough.
And let's see, what else? And it's saying what ruined the fighting game community and why was it so hard? I wouldn't say they ruined it. I would say
no,
other.
I totally say it.
I would.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Fair enough. I mean, me personally, I would point at other factors. But,
yes, I agree. But didn't.
Other than that, I'm just gonna. And also on a more serious question, why does Tomar go schizo when fans ask him for his autograph? I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. That's just funny Oni plays thing. Let's see. The controls are stiff, but I don't think Genesis Tournament Fighters were bad. You're right. The cheap AI was the worst part. Let's see. Arcade cabinet in the kids' party. Okay. And next question: you died, and you get to choose where you get reincarnated to. Rules not on Earth, and it can be any world, anime, TV show, game, manga, book, etc. But in that world, the main character doesn't exist, and there are no limitations where you can go or who to join. Ooh, okay. Okay.
Wait a minute, I just had a thought.
Please.
If the main character doesn't exist and it's in a world where the main character has to be present or else the world gets destroyed, doesn't that just mean you picked a really bad world to be in because the villain will just eventually win? Like, think about it. Like, if you went into, like, I don't know, we'll take JoJo, because JoJo was mentioned before. Like, if fucking Jotaro or any of the Joestars didn't exist except for Dio, and Dio just says, fuck it, I'm gonna destroy the world, like, what's stopping him?
The only correct answer is Monster Musume. Thanks, Angry.
The only correct answer is Monster.
So, I actually have... So, because I'm looking at a figure of it in this little display I have...
Please don't say Death Note. Please don't say Death Note. Please don't say Death Note.
No, I don't. Okay, you know what? That's another one. Alright, on that topic of things I never got into, I never got into Death Note.
Oh, hallelujah.
I never got into Death Note.
Stay far away from it.
It's based.
Okay, so
Please.
like, I had nothing against it. I just never could get into it.
I have everything against it.
So, but I did like Dead Man Wonderland. I thought that was kind of cool.
Ooh.
If you want a good murder mystery, I recommend Monster.
I loved Monster.
Yeah, Monster's great.
I
I
loved
fucking
Monster.
love Monster.
Okay, and also clarification from Nyx. The bad main character doesn't exist either, and if it's Pokemon, you could join Team Rocket if I wanted.
It would still be bad.
Okay, so I want to say what my answer is because I'm looking at a figure of it in this display. And it's unironically an actual safe answer because even if both the main character and main villain didn't exist, basically nothing would happen. Banjo-Kazooie.
Huh.
Nothing would
valid.
happen.
That
It's the safest option.
Yeah.
That literally,
I can't
if
even. Yeah,
neither,
that's actually
if,
true.
nothing would happen if either main characters just didn't exist. Nothing would happen. Like, if Banjo didn't exist, Gruntilda steals Tootie and makes herself hot. Okay, nothing else happens. If Grunty didn't exist, Banjo doesn't go on an adventure. Literally nothing happens. If neither of them exist, nothing happens. Absolutely
That's not true.
nothing. I mean, I guess like some
Actually,
quirky, funny things could happen.
Conquer.
No, that's actually the case for a lot of universes. Like, for instance, like, oh god, like Conquer
Yeah.
or Mario or
I'm specifically
Kirby.
saying in the Banjo universe, nothing would happen.
Yeah.
Like, people would just live their weird little lives, you know, looking at turnips and stuff that have googly eyes.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Pokemon.
Hold on. That's not. Wait. Now that I think about it, no, that's not true. Because there's one person who will fuck everything up because he's an asshole, and I remember that commission. We stomped him out because technically he exists in that world.
Okay,
Because
all
technically he
right,
exists in that world.
hold on a second. You can't tell me that Diddy Kong would still exist. So I'm talking about Banjo. I don't think Whizpig counts in this scenario. Because Diddy Kong would still exist.
Fuck Wizpig. Me and my homies hate Wizpig.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. In fact, hold on. Let me grab the image.
All my homies hate Tim Timmons.
Let me go find the image really
Don't
quick.
don't make me redeem that. I have the points. I will
I can throw my
I will
2 cents
ban
in
you from
real
the
quick.
Fucking server.
You know what? While I'm grabbing this image, yes, Red, go ahead.
I like to say that the world that is the most scuffed to choose would have to be the world of Primal.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, because
Everything and everyone there is built to kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same about Monster Hunter, but in Monster Hunter you could just be a Monster Hunter and be fine.
Yeah, you have proper defenses in Monster Hunter. In Primal, you are pretty much scuffed from the get-go.
Like,
You
I'd
have
love
to
to
be
be a Monster
extremely
Hunter.
lucky.
Let's see.
I'd just go straight for Nursilla and just drive them the fuck extinct. Fucking wear them.
Yeah, enjoy this image of a few of us beating
Fuck
the
Wizpig.
fuck out of Whizpig. I love it. I love this image. The background back on, and yeah.
I want to make a
How did I
version of
miss
that with
this?
just
I
me
love
and a
it.
bunch of others beating the shit out of Tim Timmons
No.
after that Deal or No Deal, where we removed him forever. We sealed him away for good.
Run his pockets.
Monkey.
Mind if you hop in? Yeah, go ahead. I'll drag you in. But okay, so Red, I now need to hold on, let me. You are. So Red, I still need to answer your question of name what was it? Name 3 2000s pop punk bands. Name your top 3 early 2000s pop punk bands. Okay, so right off the bat, one of them is Simple Plan.
Hell yeah.
One, like, straight up right off the bat, one of them is definitely Simple Plan. If I had to think of other like early 2000s pop punk bands that definitely left some kind of impression on me, like especially during my very formative years. So we could theoretically also say Blink-182, but it's like that becomes a question of, do you associate them more with the 90s or the 2000s?
Good question.
So that
is a good
becomes-
question.
So that's another. So that's why I'm not gonna mention Blink-182 because again, I don't know where people stand with Blink if they're 90s or 2000s. Now I will say regarding Blink-182, I have enjoyed their new album. Me personally, I liked it.
Fair.
And some folks are gonna be like, wait, they released new music? Yes, they did.
Almost all of the greatest are, and I am saying that seriously, almost all of the greatest are releasing new music nowadays.
Fair enough.
Like the Aquabats, Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish.
Yeah, I mean, like Less Than Jake, they have a new album that's coming out very soon.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
And
what about the All American Rejects? I kind of like them.
I do like the All American Rejects. I actually do. That is actually another pretty good. I wouldn't really say that they left quite an impression on me. I will say, however, I'm very glad that everyone universally agrees that Move Along was the bigger hit than Dirty Little Secret.
Well, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. You want to know how I could tell that Move Along was the bigger hit?
Uh-huh.
That was the Bionicle theme.
Oh my god!
Right, yeah.
It was. That's why I remember it.
Okay, let's see.
I just remember it being much catchier.
I still also have a very, very soft spot for Move Along.
Oh, ow, that hurt.
Yeah, getting older.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think other like 2000s pop punk bands that like really left a big impression on me that like maybe, you know, again, I threw out Simple Plan. Like in terms of 2000 pop punk bands, that's definitely gonna be like the one. I guess.
What would you call like pop punk?
Oh, like Blink-182, The Distillers, Simple Plan, even for the longest time Green Day. They're a bit more alternative rock now, but
Yeah.
So
boy,
actually,
they really lost their touch.
Yeah, I mean, they let me put it like this. I'm really, really tired of hearing the old Green Day hits, me personally, because I've heard them so many. My mouth is dry, my face is numb. I'm really, really tired of hearing it. Actually,
Grunk Day.
T-Con, why? I actually did think of another band that I actually do very much still enjoy. Zebrahead.
Ooh.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Let's go. Zebrahead is still making new music, and I like it. It's good. I like it.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff, and I honestly adore the fact that they did a collab song with Man with a Mission. It's like one of my favorite songs to date.
Out of control.
So good.
So one
Wasn't that song played in like Mad Max Fury Road?
Yes, it was actually.
Have not heard of them. Yeah. So look up Zebrahead. They've been around.
Oh,
for
Zebrahead.
a long
Hell
time. Yeah. That's gonna be one of the bands I toss in as like one of my favorites from the 2000s. That like. Just
The
sticks
simple
around.
way. Sorry.
Go on.
I was gonna say, if you have heard the Sonic 06 theme, you know who Zebrahead is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his world. I was gonna bring that up.
That's right. His world. Okay. You have heard the lead singer of Zebrahead if you've heard his world from Sonic 06.
Yeah, that's how I learned about them back in the day.
Yeah.
I knew about them actually through an old friend of ours that lived down the street. And when I found out, like, oh, the lead singer of Zebrahead is singing the Sonic 06 theme, that was one of the reasons why I was interested in Sonic 06, was just for the theme song.
Oh fuck! What was the name of the band that Julian K was in? Because he did the theme for like This Machine. Fuck, what was the name of that band?
Ian K is still actually up and going.
Yes.
Is he?
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, he
Oh.
still makes music and it's
Hell
he
yeah.
still makes bangers.
Hell yeah.
I'm actually going to go on to, let's see, I'm actually going to do a quick search for 2000s pop punk bands because I'm actually trying to remember a lot of them. Think of ones that like really stuck around for me. And well, apparently Google does list Blink-182 as a 2000s pop punk band, which I mean, fair enough.
May I address something really quick?
Sure.
So fancy count, obviously everyone can universally agree that like the music in Sonic 06 is probably the best
I see
thing.
you on YouTube.
Is probably the best thing about it. That said, have you heard of and or tried Project 06?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have.
It is a like from the ground up rebuild through Unity fan project of Sonic 06. And I think right now in the current build there's like a couple silver levels, but like I think like Sonic and Shadow are completely done, minus the story modes, and it's like, wow, this is what Sonic 06 could have been.
You want to know the crazy thing about Project 06?
What's that?
The main guy making that had never played Sonic 06 before.
Probably for the better.
He had never played it before, looked at it, and basically said, I bet I could fix this.
My man said, you know what? I'm just gonna fix this myself. I ain't even touching it.
Let's see. So looking at a few of these articles, you know what? Okay. So
the plot thickens.
There's one
like
other
her ass.
band. Thank you, HRT. So there is one other thing. 8-bit, I will get to that question in just a moment because I'm still stuck on this pop punk question. There is one other band that like they did start in the 90s, but you probably remember them more for the 2000s, and it's specifically for one album that definitely did stick with me that I think more about. What about the Ataris?
Oh, the Ataris. I have never heard of them.
Okay, specifically
So Long Astoria.
Yeah, So Long Astoria, that album. That album really did like stick around with me.
Interesting.
I guess if I had to, maybe I would say maybe I would actually say the Atari. No, okay. I'm really thinking.
There was one more that that just came to my head. I'm not sure if this would qualify as pop punk, but do you remember Five Iron Frenzy?
Of course I do.
Yeah, and I just remember that one album of theirs that they funded through Kickstarter that was actually really good.
Yes, Engine of a Million Plots. I own it physically. I love that album. Okay, I mean, so
I know that came out in like the 2010s, I think, but
yes, but it's still a wonderful album. Okay, so like, I personally, when it comes to Fiber and Frenzy, that's another one where I'm like, I don't really know if they're more associated with the 90s or 2000s. That's a bit of a toss-up. You know, jury's out on that. I like, again, that's really hard to say. Like specifically thinking, okay, according to Google and even Wikipedia, I guess Blink is listed more as a 2000s band than a 90s band, even though they were like some of their biggest hits like came out in the very late 90s. So I guess theoretically, if we're thinking of like very late 90s going into 2000s, then maybe I will just shrug and say Blink-182.
Fair enough.
You know, I mean, a lot of us, especially those of us who are millennials, we're still secretly saying to ourselves, "Hello there, the angel from my nightmares, the shadow in the background of the morgue, the unsuspecting victim." Anyway, it's the kill bar.
Yeah,
Thanks, next. All right, so let me go ahead and scroll back up real quick because I know I missed more questions.
All I say is I'm so sorry because that's my life.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I need to go back more into what Nyx was saying. What about the worlds where the story simply just happens because the main character does something? Okay. So going back to that question, because I really felt bad that I didn't answer it fully for you, Nyx. Because the main character, like, the story happens because the main character does something.
And is this like the isekai thing you were talking about, or something else?
Yeah, the
Isekai thing.
The isekai question. Well, I guess a story where, you know, the thing actually, like, happens because the main character does something. You know what? I think I'd actually be okay with living in the Sonic world.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, Moby and Panda time.
Let's make it happen.
Panda time.
It's gonna happen.
Silly Moby.
It's gonna happen, though.
Let's see. And Leopold. All right, let's get back to you now. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? If he had a saw in his little paw, a lot of wood he could.
Wait, there was another part to that?
Yes, there is.
I learned something today.
There you go.
Let me see the other follow-up, Nyx. Follow-up, you get reborn, have the same powers as the good/bad main character. Will you help either side or just say fuck it and do your own thing? You do nothing, the story will progress as usual. I easily say fuck it and do my own thing. Hands down.
Yeah, I'd say fuck it and do my own thing.
Now, Angry, what movie do I like quoting or referencing the most? Okay, ooh, that's actually wonderful question. What movie do I probably... Ooh, man.
Obviously, it's Monty Python.
I'm touching your shoulder.
Don't touch my shoulder. Okay, that's a deep cut though. Okay, all right, Nia, you have known me for 7 years, and all the time that you've known me, what do you think maybe I quote the most? Also, hi Tay.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Okay, I was hoping you might know.
No.
Okay, because I quote so many.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm a quote machine. Dang, okay. What movie do I think I quote
Just
the
give me one, I'll
most?
be right back.
Right ahead. If I had to guess... Oh my god. You would think with how much Northern Lion I watch, you'd think it would be Austin Powers. It's definitely not.
Can confirm.
I think... I don't know. Part of me wanted to say Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but that wouldn't be true either.
Damn.
I know you quote the Street Fighter movie a lot, which is funny.
I definitely do.
Change the channel.
Quick, change the channel.
It's a funny movie.
I know which fucking movie you probably... Nobody ever references this movie at all, but it's like a reminder of like, huh, this is a movie
Uh-huh.
indeed. Fucking dude, where's my car?
Oh god.
So, alright. Full admission time. I have only seen one scene from Dude, Where's My Car? I've never watched the movie.
Oh, no!
I've never watched
Movie
the
night.
movie.
Wait, what?
I'm
Watch
serious.
along.
I'm serious. I've never watched it.
There's your Sunday watch along, everybody.
Wait. I might actually know what movie I might quote the most, but I'm not sure how people will count it.
Oh, say it.
Whitest Kids You Know, Civil War on Drugs.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah, I count
accurate.
it. It counts.
All right, that's probably what I quote the most.
I mean, technically,
Yep.
it was made to be a movie. It just,
Technically speaking, yes.
it was just like kind of a made-for-TV thing, but it also had to be broken up into segments.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's illegal. You're illegal.
You're illegal.
And 8-Bit, have you listened to Joel's Super Ghostbusters music album? Yes, I have. The Ghostbusters? Yes, I have listened. I have actually listened to it twice. Let's see. And to answer, well, I guess not so much a question, but statement. Hey, I'm doing okay. I am doing okay. I think that's the best way I can put it. I'm doing okay.
Question, Mr. Kimura, why did you choose to be a high school teacher? Because I like high school girls, that's why!
Oh god.
Please no.
Friggin' Azumanga Daioh. Egg, I don't know why, hold on, why is that not working? Let me fix that. Oh, is the website, hold on. Is that website down
Oh
again?
no.
Hold on, is that down again?
Better refund the points.
Yeah, we'll refund them later. I think the website's down. Yep, it's down again. Hold on. Let me get on there.
Also, if you're looking for a way to watch Azumanga Daioh, there is a YouTube channel where it has the entirety of all the episodes in one long 9-hour-long video. If you got the time.
Really?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
See.
They also have Cromartie High School in there too.
Yeah, I love Cromartie.
Really? Okay, so it looks like, Lich, I'll take care of myself soon. It looks like, unfortunately, the website that, like, hosts a bunch of the fun little, things, it looks like the website's down right now, which is very unfortunate, so those of you, trying to use those points will have to be refunded, which, I mean, it happens, unfortunately. But in the meanwhile, let's keep answering questions. And while I keep answering questions, let me just take a little moment, get myself off this couch really quick. Let me just get myself off this couch right here. There we go.
What's your favorite Sonic game?
Favorite Sonic game is probably for nostalgia's sake is probably still Sonic Hedgehog 2. Actually no. No, I take that back. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
There we go. What?
What? Listen, I have bias. While I'm stretching my legs, I have bias towards Sonic and Edgy the Hedgy. I love
There's
the
a really weird one.
I love the chow raising in Sonic Adventure 2. I can't help it.
Okay, no. Chow girl,
I got a good question for you, Dàfāng. I have a good question for you.
My favorite Sonic game is really, really weird.
What is it?
Is it Sonic Spinball?
No,
Then it's
My
not that
question-
weird.
it's Sonic Battle.
I love that game.
It's not bad.
I love Sonic Battle. That game's
Because
good.
Emerald,
It's really good.
before
the sauce.
Silver showed up, Emerald is my favorite character.
Yeah, no,
Emerald did
Emerald's
nothing wrong.
Emerald's the GOAT. I love
Emerald did nothing wrong.
No, he didn't.
He is a good boy.
Corrupted by bad people.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then Gemro came out.
So
And then he became good boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And back to you, Nix. When you think about something, do you hear your thoughts in your own inner voice, or is it a different voice or nothing at all? I hear a different voice. Okay.
Nothing
Nix,
at all.
Nothing at all. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that you asked that, Nix. But I'm very surprised you asked that. But yes, truthfully, when I'm thinking about something, especially if I'm like really like, if I'm even reflecting, I actually hear other voices. So this is where I'm actually going to get like weirdly personal again, and I won't say too much, but some of these other voices that I hear in my head, for a good while, they even had names. And in fact, so a lot of those voices that would be in my head, they no longer really exist. And now all that's left is the only voice that's left, I guess we'll say the most recent one. I call him Smithens.
James Earl Jones is gone.
No!
What?
What? What? What? No. 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 What? What?
I didn't want to say anything because we're trying to have a good time here, but yeah, James
The
Earl
one time
Jones
I
passed
saw his
away.
name trending, and I'm really hoping
Oh.
Damn it!
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yep, I'm looking it up. Yep.
Mufasa!
Yep, he died at 93. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
gone.
Yo, he lived a full life.
He
Yo,
lived a
God's
He
full
did.
life.
Rip
Very
Once
legend
full
again,
indeed.
congratulations, James Earl Jones. That's a long time to live.
Yeah, rest in
Yeah.
power.
Good job.
Yeah. Oh my
That
god.
man is just gonna be cemented in history as one of the greats. Honest to God.
His voice is up there with like the icons with like Tony J and Tim Curry.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
God, man.
Well, rip a legend.
Yeah.
Man, 2024 is just non-stop. Jesus
It's
Christ.
a pretty rough year, I'm not gonna deny.
Did you also
it's as
Dàfāng,
rough as last year, but yeah.
did you also hear the presidency of Waffle House died today too?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he
Yes.
lost a fight. Someone finally like
He didn't carry the chair.
You know
No.
what? I appreciate you doing this.
Oh
Thank-
my
I appreciate you for
God.
doing this. I appreciate you for doing this.
I
appreciate you for doing this
I
because
love
it
you so
lifted the
much.
mood.
Damn it.
I'm gonna make sure I clip that later.
Yeah, please do. Please.
God damn it.
Oh my
If
god.
people in chat don't,
Based.
if people in chat don't clip Nia first, I'll make sure I clip her later.
Motherfucker really lost the fucking Waffle House Battle Royale.
You really did. Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, what a great.
You have a good
lighter
wife,
note.
Dàfāng. You have a good
We
wife.
really do. We really do. Right, Malachi? Oh, right, Malachi's here. Right, I think Malachi's here. Oh, you're still here. Okay.
Excuse me for one moment. I'm going to clip this.
Malachi, I was saying we have an amazing wife. Oh, you're drawing? Aw. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back up, see if there are other questions I missed. Let's see. So I was talking about, we were talking about voices, like voices in my head, which, you know, again, that's me being weirdly personal. Like, yes, I even give names to the voices. Currently there's only like, so I do hear my own voice, but I also hear other voices when it comes to my thoughts. And the other
You have imaginary
voices,
characters.
more or less, I guess so. Also, wait. A second. What is that? What? Let me move the view really quick. What? Oh, okay. Oh, you're just wearing a hat. Got it. Understood. Alright, let me just put it right here. Oh, Alright.
Can I get down from up here?
I also have another question.
Yes.
Again, you don't have to answer this.
Uh-huh.
But what event sparked your interest to go down the road that you traveled? Because again, when we first met, I did not know that I didn't know that you were trans. I thought you were full on lady. Well, I mean, technically you still are as far as I'm concerned, but still, I didn't know. I genuinely
I said
didn't.
Waffle House didn't Perry. What a great name.
Oh,
Okay, so before I answer your question, Rock, I need to tell you all something. And this is gonna be really important for all of you, please. So, if you see something funny happen on stream, clip it. And the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because I want to put up more clip compilations on my YouTube channel, which, by the way, please feel free to subscribe. So yeah, I want to put up more clip compilations, so I want, like, the little Nightbot to start showing up and saying, like, hey, did you see something funny? Clip it. Your clip might appear in a future compilation. And, so my friend and moderator Basil has also been doing a good job of, like, taking old clips of mine and editing them together into great compilations. And what I want to do is for future compilations is I actually want to have the name of the user, like I want to have the people listed so that, you know, you can see like, oh, your name is on the video and be like, oh, I clipped that. And I just think that'd be really fun for everyone. Just like as a little
Hey,
thing.
look at me! Look at me, Gary.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me find it. I know it's still here.
There's a reason why people like me constantly express the fact that clippers, as well as lurkers even, are like the backbone of every streamer.
So I thought I had it. I probably got rid of it some time ago without remembering, but it looks like I don't have what is listed as the Coop's hand. You know, when I was playing frickin' Thousand Year Door. For some reason I still have SpongeBob imprint, which
Wait, what?
I don't even
That's
know,
funny.
Like,
I know
there
what you're
it is.
talking about.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I saw it. Yeah, there it is. Here, if y'all want, I forgot I put this in. Okay, this was specifically put in for the old couch. Those of you who remember, I used to have this brown. In fact, I think it's still around here somewhere. But I specifically put this in as a joke on the old couch. But yeah, there it is. This, that, you know, as a funny. I put that in. Hell, if I can even just be right back.
It's SpongeBob getting underneath the brap spot.
No.
Oh no.
You know, it's just sometimes I have to wonder, why are you like this? Like, I just.
Oh,
Bang.
Anyway, yeah.
You alright? I learned it from watching you!
You can't quote
I
that
miss PSAs.
commercial.
I miss PSAs. PSAs were fun.
But okay. Let me scroll up more for other questions just to make sure. I know we were.
Does
talking
anyone
about,
remember that Robot Chicken clip where they parodied that commercial, but instead of like doing drugs, the kid is like making out with his dad wearing a wig to look like a girl?
Oh,
yeah.
right. And he says, "You're right. I learned it from you." I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like a really short bit.
Yeah,
It was a really
It-
short bit. And it was back when Robot Chicken was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
okay.
a really early Robot Chicken.
Okay. I need to answer a question from 8-Bit really quick, and that was, would you play, is it Live Alive or? I think it's called Live Alive, right?
I thought it was Live to Live.
Live Alive?
I think it's Live Alive. The answer to that 8-Bit, would I stream Live Alive?
Live Alive, apparently.
Live Alive, okay. The answer is a very, very, very big maybe. The reason why it's a very, very big maybe is because it takes very specific types of traditional RPGs to want me to keep going. If the story is that good, I will keep going. But a lot of people know, like, I'm definitely more of an action kind of person. So huge maybe. If the story is that good, sure. If it's
You know
not
what-
quite
sorry.
that great, possibly not. Let me go ahead and scroll down again just to make sure I didn't miss anything else.
You know what I surprisingly had fun with as a like more traditional JRPG? Some time ago I streamed the demo for what was that game? Octopath Traveler 2.
Oh,
And I had a lot of fun with it.
okay.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, Octopath Traveler's pretty good.
yeah. I would at least recommend trying out Octopath Traveler 2.
Let me
Try the demo of it.
Let me look at what Nick said. I just hear my own voice, but I look completely different. I feel like I have a different body as well. If I close my eyes, my real physical body doesn't align with the body I feel or see. That's totally understandable. I completely get that.
I believe that feels a bit like dysphoria.
Ooh. Hard to say. We're not fully sure with how we were.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something I'll look into next. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
We're not medical professionals, so
No, definitely not. I'm just a white woman. Speaking of white women,
Like, you're just a white woman on the internet.
exactly.
Yeah, you're
Speaking of
basic,
being
so
a white
shut
woman
up.
on the internet, AC actually has a white woman question. What's my spice tolerance?
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
What is your spice tolerance?
That's a
I'd
good
like to
one.
know this.
I need to know this just so I need to know. I personally need to know this so I can tell Virgo so we can.
Yeah, Dàfāng, what's your tolerance, huh? Huh?
I know for a fact that your spice tolerance is better than mine.
Mm-hmm.
My spice tolerance is pretty white.
Uh-huh.
So I'm fine with jalapenos.
Uh-huh.
Um,
How about habaneros?
it definitely gets up there, but I can stomach through it.
That's fair, that's fair.
Anything
And
past
curry.
anything past habaneros, and I'm gonna be like, ooh, this is gonna
Oh, this hurts.
this is gonna suck going out.
Oh, this hurts. Oh, come
I'm
on.
a white woman. I can't help it. My spice levels are like you. If I was on if I was on Sean Evans' Hot Ones, or as I like to say, and it's one of the best jokes I ever made on my old Twitter. And this was also when I was still a guy, by the way. And I have a screenshot of it somewhere, and I'll never forget because I was proud of myself for the joke. I'm Sean Evans, and here we're sucking hot dick and asking hotter questions. This is Thought Ones.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's actually good. That's good.
That's a good one.
I'm telling you, I was
really
proud of
good one.
myself for that one.
Understandably so.
But if I was on Hot Ones or Thought Ones, you'd be seeing me like, just like trying to fan myself with my hands and just immediately demanding something like ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, things like that.
Before ultimately having diarrhea live.
What a baby.
Oh, I know. I'm just a wee white woman baby, but
You're fine. I'm right there with you. And that's when Sean Evans says, "Wow, she wasn't kidding. That ass could shit."
No, that's funny.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm fucking choking on my own fucking
Well, that's it. Well, that's a clip.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right.
You motherfucker, you.
Okay. Necroid, your question. So, Dàfāng, what made you choose a panda? I actually, I talked about this months ago. For anyone that remembers, a very long time ago.
In the galaxy far, far away.
Who here remembers zoo books?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh yeah.
I still have
Okay.
those.
I do as well.
I honestly don't have any zoo books, but I remember a long time ago, back at the school that my brother and I went to, when it was reading time, I did see like a very small collection of zoo books, and I happened to see the one with the giant panda on it, and at that time, like, I enjoyed like bear characters such as Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie, and even like, I remember reading some what was it, Berenstein Bears and whatever.
Yeah.
And, so I kind of liked bear characters. So I see this black and white bear just kind of staring at the cover, and I was like, oh, what's my kid brain? She's like, what's this bear? And so I'm looking at pictures of the giant panda, and I was immediately super intrigued, and I loved how they looked. How they didn't really look like most of the other bears. They had the cute round ears, and they were black and white, and something about them, I was immediately super drawn to them. And then as I got older, I had this kind of a revelation to myself that, like, my spirit animal was unironically the panda bear. Because, like, when I just, you know, when you hang around me, especially IRL, you know, I admit, I'm clumsy. But I'm also, like, super chillax. Like, but also, if you mess with my family, I'll rip your throat out. But at the same time, I'm also it's very hard to genuinely aggravate me. But yeah,
Dàfāng really like you.
like, I really thought about it. I was like, man, like, I genuinely do vibe with the panda bear, and it's like, even then, like, growing up, every so often I would see panda characters in media, I'm sorry, and I always liked seeing those panda characters, and I was always gravitating towards them. So because of that, like, when I became a furry, it was a no-brainer for me to be a panda.
TK.
And let's see. So let me go down and see what else. Let's see. Twitch, your voice kind of changes. So we're talking about the voice thing. When you're writing.
Oh no,
like,
ads.
message. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it's actually a
happens.
great time to find other questions while the ads are going. But reading books, it's the Wicked. Oh, interesting.
That shit was funny when you said, "I'll rip out your throat." I was like, rips out your cute throat cutely.
Also,
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Also, for, I don't know if Necroid will hear this because he might be in ad hell, but, I'm a Mexican with a low spice tolerance. I forgive you. I love it. Nick's saying, I can't eat peppers at all, no matter how mild. If I just revolts. I get that, but wasabi, you can eat a tablespoon of, wow, okay. And,
Nice.
Stegosaurus. Yes, this is a, like the title of the stream says, this is kind of an experiment. I wanted to do just a pure Q&A, just chatting stream, and Hawk, don't worry, I've been seeing your question. I will get to it. I'm just making sure.
I'd like to point out, Stegosaurus, thank you for coming. I know it's been a very long time since you've been here.
Yeah, I
Welcome.
admittedly, I saw that name and I was like, whoa. I haven't seen that
Yeah,
name
like, I
in
can't believe a dinosaur is here after so
can't-
long.
I was like, whoa, I can't believe. I was like, wow, I haven't seen that name in a hot minute. Yeah, by the way, you all, you may not think so. I recognize a lot of names. You would not think it, but I actually do pick up on a lot of names. And so I do generally, like, I'm super happy when I see people who I haven't seen in a while. And it just...
Yeah,
admittedly,
props
I
to you,
get-
Stegosaurus, for surviving the mass extinction. Good job.
Okay. So, and Twitch fellow, if I may, why did you pick to have large boobs for the panda character? So, here's...
Why not?
Well, first off, that's a really good one to go with. Okay. But genuinely, like, why the big boobs? I mean, well, simply put,
It's the goal.
it's, yeah. So the character you see here, Dàfāng, the best way I can describe it is the character you see is my end goal for my transitioning progress. Now, obviously, you know, realistically, I'm not going to have those big bahunka-donkers or whatever, but, yes, I would like to have, you know, quite sizable breast, if you get what I mean, to be a, you know, to be a more accurate reflection of what you see online, as well as to be more comfortable within my body, because when I look at the body that I have now, I'm not going to deny, I actually have a pretty decent body going on, especially for the mom bod, given, again, that I'm
Oh my
34
God.
years old.
She finally admits it.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's perfect, I'm not gonna say it's great, I'm gonna say it's pretty
I
good.
like it.
It's, well, I know you do, but you're biased because, you know, and
I'm going
Uh-huh.
to say this, like,
Okay.
as your brother, it makes me really happy that you're finally comfortable with how you are right now.
or at the very least, I'm more comfortable with how I am. But the
Yeah.
one thing that is missing is a pair of sizable breasts that would complement and, in my opinion, complete the entire package. And so it's because of that, like, I'm quite literally one feature, and Orlando A101, welcome home. And so because of that, that is like, again, it's my end goal, so that I may have, in my opinion, a perfect body that makes me feel comfortable to be in. But yeah, that is the truth. That's why, you know, the panda's got some big old tillers and whatever.
Honka donka badonkas.
Some fluffy milkers.
Let's see. And now, Hawk, onto your question. White woman question. What's my star sign?
I hate
Oh my
you.
god.
I hate you.
So I'm actually really bad at these. I need to look up, what? I need to look at... Right.
We're Aries.
Yeah, I thought so. Isn't it Aries?
Yes, it's Aries. My sign is in Aries, based on my birthday.
Alright, I have to. This was fun. I have learned things, but maybe I might pop in later. But this was fun. Good hanging out, guys.
All right, Rock. You take care.
Good hearing from you, dude.
Oh God, yes. Well, before I go, other news. Apparently, I'm gonna my closing shifts are coming to an end for the most part.
Good.
Because now that it's school season and we have many young bloods on the roster, they can't work during the day. So guess who has to take that spot? So
Yep.
Also, Nibs,
Very
don't worry.
true.
I see you in there. By the way, Nibs, I have snuck into your chat a few times, and call it anxiety, call it whatever, but I did see your Panda Boo as well. I loved it. I thought it was adorable. And I never got around to telling you, hey, by the way, I have my own Bufong. But yeah, I did see it. I just didn't say anything because you were in the middle of a conversation and doing art, so I just didn't want to interrupt, so I said nothing. But yes, I have very secretly been around. But yeah, so again, answering Hawk's question, technically speaking, my star sign is Aries. Now, Nyx, was my Chinese star sign, by which you mean my Chinese zodiac. That, if I remember correctly, is the horse. If I remember correctly.
What kind of horse?
The horse.
okay, I'm not touching that. Bye bye.
Wait, I don't... Was there a joke?
Oh, you don't have to know.
What? What's the joke?
Nothing.
Don't. We're in a state of confusion. Help her.
What?
No, it's fine. Fine.
What?
White woman.
Oh my god.
What? Oh,
You're gonna be stuck in a
motherfucker!
loop.
White woman or oh, motherfucker! Okay.
There it is.
Alright,
I find it funny that you couldn't get it because he literally talked about white women horse girls.
God
The
damn
only thing
it,
that would have made it.
You know I'm
the only-
stupid!
The only thing that would have made it worse.
Stupid, you're just a little slow.
It's okay, I'm
It's
gonna work on
okay.
it.
The only thing that would
buffering. It's
have made it
fine.
worse is if you were born in the year of the dog.
Oh god.
Oh.
Don't make you. Don't do that. Don't you do that.
Anyway.
Suddenly, Dàfāng turns into an Onryo.
Oh. Wait. Let's see. I guess technically I'd answered. I guess technically that was a question Nibs asked. By the way, I still like your art. Nibs, are you on Blue Sky? Because I pretty much don't use Twitter anymore. So I would love to follow you on Blue Sky if you are there. But yeah.
I have-
Yes, I have a Bufong who runs through PNG Tuber, and it's cute.
Yeet.
I like it.
There's a little creature.
And also, before I forget, first off, Yaiba, your question, how is everyone? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking.
I'm alright.
And
I'm living.
honest thoughts on honest thoughts from Stegosaurus on Kung Fu Panda. I have not seen 4. But me personally, I like it. I like 1, 2, and 3. 2 is obviously
do
the best
too.
one. Like 2 is obviously the best one, has the best villain. But
Mhm.
I like Kung Fu Panda. And yes, I did see Kung Fu Panda because Panda. And yeah, I think I think Kung Fu Panda is a lot of fun. Like, especially when I first saw the first Kung Fu Panda in theaters, I was like, this is just a fun CG Kung Fu movie, like at the end of the day. And I love it
Yeah.
for it. I just, you know,
Tai
they're
Lung is still my
fun
favorite
movies.
villain.
I
get that.
heard that 4 was pretty bad.
I heard that too, which is why I might not ever see it. I'm incredibly hesitant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable, really.
Let me make sure I didn't miss any other questions. Let's see.
There was
May I
another one.
ask
that-
one quick question before I had to leave because I had to go into another stream?
Oh, sure, go right ahead.
Okay, so in the choices of fries, which do you prefer? Steak fries or crinkle cut? And also throw in shoestring too.
Steak fries. Also, hi Shiv.
Nice.
What do you mean you heard the brownest note ever? Like, I actually have the I have the music volume like pretty low. But
Oh my lord.
Anyway, hi Shiv. Shiv, I was mentioning you earlier. We were talking about the Steam names, and I was specifically talking about how much I love your wordplay. And Shiv inspired me to just, you know, do more funny stuffs. And thanks, Shiva. To just, you know, just let loose, have funny Steam names, regardless if people go, okay, who is this? It's funny.
That's kind of how I approach it too. So I was like, I don't care. I'm having fun.
Yeah,
Hello,
exactly.
it's that rabbit from the internet.
Hi, Shiv.
Hi, I'm joining to talk Steam names because that was
Sure.
Hi, Shiv.
Shiv has also had some phenomenal Steam names, but yeah. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Brett. What was the question? I completely blanked.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was steak fries, shoestring fries, or crinkle cut fries.
Steak fries. I prefer steak fries.
Lady, that's why we're best friends.
Shiv, what do you think of my Steam username, the Riz Taxing Phantom of the Op?
I
Yeah, the Riz taxing Phantom of the Office. That's so many layers.
Oh.
There's a lot of layers to that one. I like that one. It reminds me of when I ran with Burlington Cope Factory. We've also got King Scamsies. We've got Wojak Horseman.
What? Okay, on that one
The
specifically,
secret fourth unlockable Olsen.
I specifically remember Wojak Horseman was born out of a conversation you and I had, and I'm proud to have been a part of that.
Edgeable arrangement is what I've currently got.
I will say that
Couch potato salad is good.
I will say the one name my friend usually uses that takes me out of the loop every time I see it. I'm just like the HMS Lobster Fest. That's the main one.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
That fucking gets me every time.
Shout outs to one of my friends who went with Gen Z Amish Skibadiah.
I do not like this. I need to go. I need to leave.
All right, take it easy, Red.
Bye.
And also, knives. Okay, got it. It's knives. It is knives. Got it. Sorry, I now got it. It is knives. And now when I look at your name, I'm gonna be telling myself Knives Chow from Scott Pilgrim. Got it. Okay.
High praise.
A million knives from Trigun.
Oh shit, not that knives. Anything but that knives.
Oh,
Someone also asked where the couch joke came
I
from.
was just looking at that. What inspired the couch? I can get into that. Okay, so let me see if I have it on OBS, the old couch.
While she looks for that, Schnitzel, why do you lock the fuck in whenever you say something?
You know, I've literally known him my entire life, and I couldn't tell you.
I can hear the vine boom every time he leans in.
Because I'm fucking fat.
He's so stoic.
No, we mean you're reactive. How you just, go in.
Oh, because it's funny.
They still had to lock in to get undive at the end of the story.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay,
It's true.
so I'm about to pull up the old couch.
I still
And-
can't believe that there's a rap music video that was officially licensed by Cartoon Network that allowed the artist to use the Chowder characters, and Schnitzel raps about how he dumped his old girlfriend for Endive.
Oh.
I
Like,
love
that's-
that became canon.
Yeah, that is part of the lyrics.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real.
So, yeah, so this is the...
Is that what the dirty joke was about in the other episode? Oh my god.
Oh, I wonder.
No wonder he had to use his whole hand.
Yeah.
And Witch Magus, thank you so much for the raid. Thick Baka Witch raid, let's go. Hi everyone, I'm Dàfāng the Panda, also known as Generous Panda. So I'm actually doing a bit of a test stream, we'll say today, in which I'm doing, and Witch Magnus, welcome home. So I am doing, also AC, thank you so very much for, I can tell AC, because you rated, I can tell you that it was your suggestion. So I'm actually, and Jellyfish Vibes, welcome home. So I'm doing a test stream today in which I'm just doing nothing but Q&A. Just any questions you want to ask me, I will answer it, as long as it's something that doesn't break TOS. But answering the question about the couch. So, like I said, this is the old couch, and a lot of you who have been following me for a while, you recognize the old couch. So this couch was designed by my friend Onyx Twilight. You can find him on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. And yeah, so this couch he originally made specifically for the two of us to just hang out when we were on stream together, and he would put up his reactive, and I would put up my old PNG actually, and which I could pull up the old PNG just like really quick as a fun little aside. I'll do that in a bit after I get into the history of the couch. But yes.
Everybody post Sniffer.
God. So the old couch, how it went was, again, like I said, he specifically made it for the two of us, and then one day, I just decided, you know what, why don't I just leave the couch on the stream instead of only pulling it out when Onyx is on? And then, funny enough, it was after I did that, suddenly more people started noticing the couch and saying, oh, I love the couch, it's a cute detail, it looks like you're sitting. And so the couch kind of accidentally became its own character within my streams, and and so then eventually, and a lot of you who don't know, at some point, it was this year, I ended up, in fact, in order to talk more about this, I do need to show the old PNG. So everyone, give me 1 sec. Goodbye, old couch. Give me 1 sec. And
It should also be noted, fun fact, that is the same couch that she did the Thought Ones interview on.
Yes. But let me go ahead and find the old one, which I believe is... There it is. Okay, boy. This is gonna be weird. Okay, y'all ready for Dàfāng 1. Y'all ready to see Dàfāng 1.0 again? Hi.
Y'all
it's
ready
me.
to see Dàfāng instead of Dàfāng?
Yeah, anyone remember this old thing? I still have it.
Cute.
Behind that hasn't loaded yet. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, there it is. This is the old one. So both of these.
Back when you could fit through doors, simpler times.
So, this one was made by, and yes, this one also include as well, include like the different types of PNGs. In fact, let's see, I had them all, slated to the number pad. Like, there was even the witch one that looks like this. There was the Christmas one. There was, let's see, there was the one for when, 420 streams, Blaze It. There was this one for when I was streaming Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which was designed by my friend The Tyrant. Very good artist, by the way. And then there's my old singing one, and we don't need to talk about that one.
Put it away forever.
But
Def.
so and there he is. There's your Tim Timmons cameo. But let's go back. Here we go. Let's go back.
I hope you savor those few seconds of him that you had, because he's never coming back again.
He is
So-
cryogenically frozen like Mariah Carey.
So
What is the theme song that plays when he starts to thaw at the beginning of December?
oh, that's easy. It's his theme song in Diddy Kong Racing.
That's even worse.
Yep, that's worse.
Someone
Uh,
match that up.
This is why we have to lock him in a seal that isn't made of fucking ice.
Was that Avatar a Clockwork Orange reference? No, it was a Diddy Kong Racing. So that clock is TT from Diddy Kong Racing, and dang, ad break. Okay. But yeah, so I'll just quickly say that all of my PNGs, and I mean every single one of my PNGs that you see on stream, were all designed by my friend Davi. You can find him on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. On Twitter, it is JD Walkrat, and on Blue Sky is Davix. I can give a link if you'd all like to. For me personally, because, you know, I have my preferences, and because it's, you know, it's clearly showing the way of the future, definitely give him a follow on Blue Sky, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, he is a wonderful, like, I am surrounded by genuinely wonderful artists, and one of them is on my lap and the other's right next to me. And of course one of them designed Bufong, and that'd be my friend Chi. But Davi, he's the one that made all the PNGs that you see on stream, and he's wonderful. He's also just incredibly sweet. But that all said, yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. He's he has definitely been he was definitely hard at work. In fact, even the border that you see around my stream with the layout, him and his girlfriend actually designed that together, which is really cute. I say I'm Mexican once I get a Spanish ad. Thanks, Doug.
Stegosaurus still wants to know the answer to that white woman and horse thing.
Oh God. Okay. I need
Should
to...
we?
I'll hold on. All right. First, I need to answer Shiv's question, which was, what was the most TOS breaking? TOS.
Oh no,
breaking
you don't
thing
actually have to answer that. That was a joke. That was just me saying. That was just me saying that when you were saying I can't do anything that breaks TOS, and I'm like, oh really?
Oh,
What's the most TOS breaking thing you've done?
Banana.
Here, just speak into the shirt. I promise, there's nothing weird about it.
So yeah.
Not the
Why
18
are we
bananas
talking
into
about?
Banana.
Not
So.
the 18 bananas.
Can we go back to one PNG,
not.
please? I have like it is really cute, but I adore this new one. But okay, very quick story. I after what was essentially an incredibly bad, like I was going through a really rough point. I'm not gonna deny it, and it was earlier this year. I went on a streaming hiatus from the middle of February to April 27th. April 27th, I came back, and I came back with this PNG, and I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But yeah, even still, like, I still do love all the previous ones from before for different reasons, but the current ones that you all see now, let me put it like this. The old ones I love, the new ones I'm in love with, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But let's see. Let me see. Other questions. Next, the old couch reminds you of the Simpsons opening, where they have the Miami Vice parody. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Let me see what else. Knives. A fun question. Are you a collector of anything? And if so, what do you collect? Also, 1.0 is still cute. It is. Okay. Do I collect things? As a matter of fact, I, in my life, have collected a few things, like, so, I'm looking behind me right now at my bookshelf. I actually have, like, a lot of, like, comic books, and mostly, like, indie graphic novels and stuff, because I'm definitely a big fan of, like, indie spelling. But I've also, I've got some. It's definitely a lot of like nerdy memorabilia. Like I've got a lot of like Kirby figures. I've just got quite a few figures in general. What I've probably collected the most of over the years has to be plushies. Easily has to be plushies because, even though I'm 34 years old, I'm basically still a kid. I am Simple Plan. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare.
Just know that's not beating the basic white woman allegations.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Damn.
Dàfāng.
Oh no.
The basic white woman allegations know the input for the Faust Super and Plus R every single time, and she will never get them.
Damn. Calling me out.
Damn.
They know the input. They got you on New York Times bestseller for easy reads.
God damn! Fair enough. You got me.
Vicious.
But let's see.
Actually, that's my real question. How did you end up readable on a random chance?
Oh.
11 times in a row.
I'm never gonna live that down. I'm so glad that's not highlighted. So that video is pretty much gone. But everyone
You know
who
who's
knows...
gonna live it down? Yeah, because you couldn't kill him.
Shut up. Okay, but yeah. So I would say like in general, whether it be plushies and just Kirby memorabilia, that's probably what I have the most of in terms of collectibles.
So,
yes.
My question is, since you've been around like kid shit as well as like old memorabilia and all that stuff, what has to be, like the most off-brand or rip-off kind of toys or games that you have gotten over the years?
Rip-off like toys or games?
Or it has to be like either rip-offs or off-brands or another kind of fucking shit. Like I had what was it? It was like a different kind of brand of fucking Pokemon, but it was not Pokemon. It was like a little fucking toy thing with. And then there's obviously like fucking the Power Cracker 9000 that actually fucking exists that had like bootleg games.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I actually owned one of those.
I didn't really have any bootleg stuff growing up, surprisingly. The closest thing that I had to off-brand or bootleg was probably the Tiger Electronics games.
Yeah, but those are official.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if those really... I mean, sure, they're like kind of off-brand because they were from Tiger, but they were technically officially licensed, so they're in like a weird gray area. I'm sure, you're here, so I'm sure you remember the Tiger Electronics bug game.
Absolutely, I do.
And the Tiger Electronics Sonic 3.
And Sonic 2.
And Sonic 2.
Question, did you have... Oh.
No, go.
I was gonna say, did you own like a plug and play?
Not really, surprisingly.
Wow.
Technically, I mean, if you want to get technical, well, excuse me for one moment. Well, let me just finish this real quick. If you want to get technical, like those mini consoles, like the NES Mini and the SNES Mini, those are plug and play.
Technically, yeah, I guess, but we don't. I guess we don't necessarily count them. I'm not sure. But
it's the truth, though.
Technically speaking, like I have, and I'm looking at them right now. I have an NES Mini, SNES Mini, a Genesis Classic, and a PS1 Classic. I have all those, and they're really easy to mod. They're really easy to mod.
I regret not getting the TurboGrafx 16 Classic.
There was a TurboGrafx 16. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So, and Stegosaurus, just reading again, there was we were laughing at, the whole, like, white woman thing that we were laughing at earlier was, because my Chinese zodiac's the horse, and white woman, horse, that was the joke.
White woman and bestiality go hand in hand.
I hate you. So, okay, and Jen, I see you in chat. Does pineapple belong on pizza? The answer is not that canned shit. Not that
That's
canned
fair.
garbage.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
fair.
you.
If we're
Fucking
talking about like actually properly cooked pineapples that are, you know, nice, freshly sliced, grilled pineapples, yes. If you're talking about like Domino's just putting canned pineapple chunks on pizza, no. I'm talking about properly prepared grilled pineapple slices. Yes.
I mean, you could probably
absolutely.
grill them out the can, because they're just slices of pineapple and juice at that point. But
Theoretically.
It's
yeah, you still have to cook
slimy
it.
though.
But it's the sugar
You can
water that
drain
kind of
them.
ruins it.
You can get them in water, and you can just kind of drain it out.
Yeah, but you can't like get the sugar out of it.
It's a fruit. It has sugar in it to begin with.
Okay, so
What do you think they make the sugar syrup out of? They make it out of the fruit that they put in the can.
Real quick. The question from Twitch fellow, what is your 4th favorite game? Okay, wow. That's a tough one.
That's specific.
Yeah,
That's
which one of
very-
the games that tried to win your affections didn't even make it onto the pedestal of the top 3?
To the top 3. Okay, so like in terms of like, so I personally have, it's kind of hard to pick for like when it comes to like most favorite games ever. 2 of them are definitely fighting games, and they are you know, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike as well as Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R. Other games that I just absolutely love with all my heart, I did mention Sonic Adventure 2, which includes Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and hell, even Sonic 2, as well as Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Kirby Air Ride, what have you. Trying to list them as a top 5 is actually really, really hard for me. And I mean that. And like even like Yoshi's Island has a very special place in my heart. I do love that game. And of course, let's not forget like Kirby Superstar. I'm a big Kirby fanatic. Kirby just in general has a huge place in my heart. If I had to really be like, oh, like 4th favorite game of all time, I don't know. I might toss in Banjo-Kazooie. I think that would be a safe way. I think that'd be a safe bet on like 4th favorite game. I'm not sure. That's a bit.
You mean it's not Donkey Kong 64?
Don't get me wrong. I do love minus Beaver Bother. I do love Donkey Kong 64. I do. But let's see. There's also something else you said, Stegosaurus. Let's see. You recently found me. You were searching Lethal Company on Fur Affinity with some raunchy results. And okay, okay, I'm amazed that, because like the funny part is that was a piece of fan art that someone I knew at the time made. I haven't heard from him in a while, and I hope he's doing okay, but that was actually a piece of fan art, and I forgot that he's like kind of popular on Fur Affinity, because I don't use, I'm sorry to say, yes, I technically have a Fur Affinity account. Hold on, I'm gonna take a look. When was the last time I updated my Fur Affinity? Furaffinity.net. I know the website.
Peanut butter and Nutella sandwich is yummy.
The last time I updated my Fur Affinity was 2020. Actually, no. 2021. Right, okay. The last time I updated my Fur Affinity was 3 years ago, and it was literally a journal saying, hey, I still don't really use this site because it's annoying to work with, and the staff is still Dumbo. Way more active here. And it originally linked to my old Twitter, which I deleted, and my pillow fort. Man, I did believe
I'm
in
still
Pillow
bitter
Fort.
about that.
I kind of am too. Yeah, so I don't use Fur Affinity. And yeah, surprising, that Lethal Company image, that makes the rounds, surprisingly. And then
What's the Lethal Company image?
Give me a sec. I can actually up.
Are you sure you can pull it up?
Yes, I can. It's actually pinned, so I know I can find it. There it is. Yeah, it's actually a safe work image. It's perfectly fine for me to grab. Here we go, and then I can show you all real quick. There we go. out. Now, I do have to... It's a pretty large file size, so...
Well,
yeah. There it is.
Large.
I'm running. I'm screaming. I'm running from little yippy boys.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Panda Company.
that's really good.
Yeah, it was really good. It was the only bit of art I ever got from that artist, but hey, I love it. Let's see. Let me scroll down some more just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. The Kirby has a chokehold on my life since my first game was honestly, Hector, I totally get that.
Any more questions I got of you?
Also, just a really quick side thing. Stegosaurus, and this is just goes kind of for everyone. I don't like being called Fang because, like I've been mentioning, my name is pronounced Dàfāng, and the name means generous. Hence the tag Generous Panda. When I get called Fang, I just keep wanting to say, oh, so you just see me as like some kind of basic like wolf furry? I getcha. So yeah, preferably, in fact, not even just preferably, please don't call me Fang, because the name Dàfāng means a lot to me. And that's actually something, if anyone happens to ask it, I'll get into that, but, and by if someone happens to ask, I mean the name. It's something I've talked about on stream before, but I don't mind answering that story again. And also, really quick side note about the couch, since I never got to finish that story. When it came time for, you know, kind of, shall we say, kind of rebooting, whatever we would say, me coming back to streaming, getting the new PNG and everything, I went to Onyx again for this new couch that you see, and this couch is actually based on the couch that is in my living room that my husband and I bought together. This is our actual couch, and we love the fact. Hi there, Nikki. I see you in the YouTube. But yeah, this is actually in fact based on our actual couch IRL, and Malachi, sitting right next to me, has been on the couch. She's
I've also been on the couch.
She's been on the couch, and as you can see now, it does not look like she will be allowed to leave for some time.
she's kind of stuck in a comfy spot. Let's see. Now let me scroll down some more. How comfy is the couch? Insanely comfy. Absolutely. Thank you for asking, Nikki. In fact,
It equals watermark.
Let's see. We were talking about the pineapple pizza thing. Hold on, I'm scrolling down in Twitch a little more. And Nikki, I see those hearts. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. Mwah. Give me a free kiss. Last question from Jen. Got class in a few, so I probably did miss this. I'm very sorry. Why do they call it oven when you out of the Yeah, I don't have an answer.
The oven was Bofa brand. That's just kind of how it works.
Yeah. And Necroid, not Tui. I actually do really like Banjo-Tooie, me personally. I've even streamed both Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
We heard about James Earl Jones. Sorry.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it. It's an incredible shame. Regarding Banjo-Tooie,
Good life, though.
I still really love it. I do. I just kinda... We all, let's face it, most of us have more nostalgia for the first Banjo-Kazooie, and it's because, like, you know, it's a little bit more of a streamlined game. Let's see, and if you made peanut butter and Nutella sandwiches, actually, those are pretty good too.
And we have no nostalgia for nuts and bolts.
Don't know if I saw it because I posted in the chat one time, but I clipped when I met the exit door assassin Bracken. Actually, Stegosaurus, yes, I did see it. I downloaded that clip. Let's see. AC is the blue pugs. We still need the gremlin not. Oh, Flosia, thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. God, I'm very forgetful. Dàfāng, what is your most favorite thing about the Kirby franchise? So, Defective. Most favorite thing about the Kirby. The lore.
Dàfāng versus Defective match of the century.
Okay, so my favorite thing about the Kirby franchise, is actually, it's, again, this is more of a bit of a personal thing. My favorite thing about the Kirby franchise is specifically regarding Kirby's Adventure. Kirby's Adventure was a little bit of a bonding game between my dad and I, or I guess our dad and I. Our dad would actually watch me play Kirby's Adventure because he was interested in Kirby's ability of copying enemies and taking their power that way. He always found that was a unique mechanic, especially for a video game. Because he was interested, and so he would watch me play Kirby's Adventure. And so for that reason, Kirby just holds a very special place in my heart, and that's a big reason I love the Kirby franchise so much. It's, very early on, a bit of a bonding experience between my dad and I, so for that, it's very special to me. Other than that, that's just, Kirby's just cute. He kills gods. He's cool. We love it.
And he's made a chicken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
I just love that anyone that steals his cake, it's like, I'm going to go kill your eldritch horror god now.
And also, Chloe, I see you talking about pizza. We pizzing around here. That's right, we pizza in. It's a universe smiting me for pizza opinions. Oh, no. Let me go down.
Dàfāng's Pizzeria.
Let's see, let me scroll down real quick.
I know this is completely unrelated, but I love how Abigail Crockham refers to Chloe as just pizza.
I didn't actually know that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
They do just kind of be a pizza elemental sometimes, don't they?
Let's see. I won't be used to love Kirby games. I definitely still do, but like I was saying. Let's see.
Forgotten Lands was amazing.
Alright, Leopold, you take care. And yeah, looks like I'm all caught up, so please feel free if you have any more questions. I actually am going to be wrapping up somewhat soon, within roughly the next within the next 10 minutes. So please, like, feel free, even if it's like, yes, go ahead.
What's the most competitive you've ever been in a fighting game?
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Most competitive I've ever been in a fighting game.
To clarify, I mean, like, have you ever, like, entered a tournament online or offline for any of the games you play, and how did you do?
Okay.
Don't be like me and say Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers is a fighting game and a valid answer.
Well, it's just that I've entered Smash Bros. Tournaments, and it's like...
Yeah, I know, I remember. I'm going to really quickly answer Nick's first. Primarily sub, however, there are certain dubs that I do love, which does include Ace Attorney.
Yeah, Ace Attorney anime is great. They've got fucking Eric Vale as Phoenix Wright. How could you fuck up, you know?
But, that and of course Cowboy Bebop, one of the best dubs ever.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so...
For real.
So to answer your question, Shiv, alright, that's a really good one. What's the most competitive I have ever been? It had to have been... Definitely was not Smash. Gosh. I actually have to think about this one. That's rough.
Wait, Eric Vale is the voice of Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, in the anime, it's voiced by Eric Vale. In the games, he's voiced by Sam Riegel. In the anime, Sam Riegel voices Tigray, though, which is cool.
I'm gonna say, I actually prefer the idea of Eric Vale voicing Phoenix Wright, in my opinion. No disrespect to Sam Riegel, it's just, to me, that doesn't sound like Phoenix Wright.
When we're on season 2 now, so you're about to actually see the best moments of both of them, so...
Also, hi,
Oh,
Chloe.
wow.
On Sunday. Hey, Chloe.
Pizza.
French fry.
Don't mind the broken door frame.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm really trying to think, like, most competitive I've ever been in a fighting game. You know? Okay. I have to say, and this does go back to something that I was talking about earlier, and this is in fact more fuel for a lot of you to say, you know, don't ever touch the game again. And after that last time when I was giving it one more chance with Feline, you're right. Yes, I'm going to mention Strive again. that was probably when I was the most competitive in a fighting game ever, and I talked about it towards the beginning of the stream. In fact, it was quite the interesting conversation, and I gave a lot of perspective on it. Yeah, Strive at the end of the day ended up just not being good for me. And I mean physically not good for me, and it was a big wake-up call when I was giving it one more chance with a feline, and I felt all of my aggression coming right back, just immediately bubbling towards the surface. And so for those reasons, like, I would say that Guilty Gear Strive was probably when I was the most competitive ever, and it was also some of the most toxic that I've ever. And keeping in mind, like, my form of toxicity is nowhere near as bad as most other people when they get toxic, whether it be in Dead by Daylight, in League, in even a fighting game. Like, my version of toxicity is essentially like, man, screw you, you big stinky meaner. That, or just berating myself and other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, Strive has to have been when I was most competitive, and just like playing it in general, even like trying to have fun on stream, it just didn't work out.
I think Rockaway Carter put it best when he said that Strive is basically like an anime fighter version of Samurai Showdown. It's like,
I can see that.
It's like, the problem is, as he said, that's not Guilty Gear, and it's like, if we want to play Samurai Showdown, we'll play Samurai Showdown.
But I'm gonna stop you right there because I already talked about, I already discussed that at great length much earlier. Now, that all said, let's see. Karibo, you... Actually, hold on, really quick. I need to turn this song up.
Oh.
I love this song. Sorry, I have to turn this song up.
Hell yeah.
In fact, you know what? Here, real quick, y'all. I can feel it coming, we can reach the summit. Sorry, I really like this song. This is by a band called Brothers of Brass. The song is called Mile High. I love it to bits. The Brothers of Brass are actually a band in they're local in the state. They're great. Now, let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other questions. Blah, 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 blah. Karibo, even though you're up there, what's the coolest highlight moment in gaming that you will never forget? Ooh, nice. City, you can light one up if you want.
It's basically your Evo moment.
Yeah. Evo moment. Okay. I would have to say.
Like, is this something that was recorded, or is it like...
No, it's basically that it's something that you can't perform yet again, but it's something so cool that you will never fucking forget it.
I see.
It's kind of tough, because, like, admittedly, there's quite a few cool things that have happened that, unfortunately, I did forget. I know there's at least that feeling. Probably have to say an obvious occurrence. Welcome home. Thanks for joining the Discord, by the way. It means a lot. Moment 37. I get it, Yaiba. Also, Yaiba, you can talk. You're here. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think really quick. By the way, side note, I'm now at 1,760 followers. I know what Twitch is saying. It's not fully correct. I am now 40 followers away from 1.8 thousand followers. That's freaking awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
If I had to say, like, my fucking... Okay, so I had a moment in my life where once and again, bringing this old game back up, S4 League. I was in a match room. We was all pretty much almost at the same, like, skill level. Everybody was having a good fucking time in chaser mode. Person was underneath the map in Alice's house. They was doing the fucking glitch so nobody could goddamn get him from underneath. I just said, fuck it. Rolled off, shot them, and died at the last second, and it was the last target, too. Coolest fucking moment I've ever pulled.
There you go. Love it. You'd love to hear it. Me personally, like, coolest moment. You'll be feeling right. And we can touch the sky. I can feel it coming. We can reach the summit. Sorry, I love that song. Okay.
Also, it's ad time.
Oh, well, dang it.
Motherfucker.
Let's see. Trying to think. I really am trying to think, like, moment, like, just a really cool gaming moment. I'd have to say... It's probably... It actually had to have been something really cool that happened on stream. And ironically, it's gonna sound a little silly. Probably one of the coolest things I just can't ever seem to recreate was accidentally, while I was playing Prodigal on stream.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Minbron. I know he's not watching right now, but shoutouts to him. When I accidentally broke that puzzle of his, and I did an unintentional speedrun glitch for that game. And there not even is. So when I accidentally did that, I had to say, like, unintentionally, it's kind of one of my most proud moments. And to quote you, Malachi, last night, like, this is why I'm a great game tester, because I just accidentally do things that break things. This is why people need to hire me on to be their tester, because I'm incredibly stupid and will accidentally break things.
I feel that.
It's much.
You need to make your game me-proof.
It's much like what happens to Vinny when he activates his passive.
Solves puzzle. Dev, you weren't supposed to do that. Exactly.
That was not the intended
She
solution.
failed successfully.
And let's see. I see you in chat, even though you're right here. It was during a Third Strike tournament where you had parried someone's super, and because you did, the opponent had to give their friend a ride home. It's now on YouTube. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, it was during, so we actually had a ranked system for the arcade here. You know how like Street Fighter 4's arcade cabinets had ranking systems? So basically, also hello everyone. I'm sorry I'm not talking as much. Basically what happened was I was 6th or 7th ranked on the leaders board, and someone wanted to take my rank. And so unfortunately they did take my rank, but it was during this match where it was in the middle of it where the guy's name is Franco, God bless him, he's a really nice guy, and they were actually in favor of Franco winning over me because they thought he was a stronger player than me. And so it was during the middle of the tournament where I got tired of like getting hit by everything, even though I was guessing correctly. And I said, I'm going to empty jump and see if he does random super because because he's random like that. And so he actually did it, and I parried on the way down from my jump. I parried his super on the way down from jumping on recovery, and I landed and finished the super. And everyone in the room stopped playing Third Strike just to watch me parry the super. Everyone got loud, and all I hear in the back is my friend Josh Taylor telling him, "Yeah, bitch, you owe me a ride home tonight." And after that, he actually gave him a ride home. And it was funny because they thought I wasn't going to parry any supers during the middle of my set. And it was a first attempt. That set took an hour and a half to complete. I was tired.
Wow.
I was tired afterwards. And the funny, I had just did another set, another first attempt just before that because someone else had challenged me and I beat them and I had to go through Franco after that. So I had to go through nearly 3.5 hours of playing Third Strike completely tired at near 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, dang.
That's hardcore.
Obvious Occurrence asked, Or no, sorry, Netcord asked, do you have a link to the vid? And obviously Karen says, making breakfast while you listen. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're listening. But yeah, before we go, are there any last minute questions?
Yeah, how old are you?
34.
Why you? Who taught you
Makoto
that?
or Sean Lee?
Makoto, instantly. Why am I so adorable? Who are
She
you
eats her
asking?
veggies.
Who are you asking exactly?
Here's a good question for you, Dàfāng. It's
Yes.
and it's my fighting game brain activator right
Like, you're
now.
asking me. Okay, so
There you
why
go.
am I so adorable? Because you told me I am.
There you go.
The truth is, okay, like, before I get to your last question, Iba, and everyone, like, here's your last chance to ask one more question, and I will answer them all. Okay. Me personally, I don't see myself as adorable. Obviously, I am biased against myself. That's just how it is. But it does make me happy that people do see me as adorable. Like, it generally does make me smile when people say, yes, I do in fact think you're adorable, and it brings a smile to my face. Also, thank you, Chloe, for the prodigal bit.
Yep, I found it.
I actually have a serious question.
Real quick, first Yaiba.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so almost forgot it. So basically, fighting game, but serious question. Well, I won't say it's serious, but like, see, I just want to see where you're at currently when it comes to that. It is Third Strike related. If there was a character outside of Makoto that you would be willing to learn, who would it be?
Third Strike related?
Yes.
Elena.
Who? Elena?
Elena.
Really? That's an interesting thing. Okay.
Yes.
I thought you would have been like an Ibuki.
I know, you would think Ibuki because, you know, the rivals, but actually, Elena. Obviously, Currents, how many bodies are buried in your yard? I do not have a yard. We live in a condo. It's a small condo, by the way. Malachi's been here, and so has my brother. We do not have a yard, but if I had to guess how many bodies are buried in the yard, let me take a look.
Well, how many milkshakes did the? Well, how many milkshakes or how many boys did the milkshakes bring?
Oh, how many milkshakes did the wait?
How many boys
did the
milkshakes bring?
milkshakes bring to your yard? If you find that, you can find how many bodies are buried.
I mean, it brought me there, but I'm not in the yard as a body.
That is true.
Hit the floor.
My milkshakes have brought, minus Chloe and my brother, I guess my milkshakes have brought, let me take a look outside my window. I would say about...
What? Jeff Goldblum, what are you doing there?
What?
Jeff Goldblum.
Outside your window.
Oh, outside my window? Oh, I thought Hawthorne Heights was outside my window. So, okay, I'm looking at Hawthorne Heights and they're screaming, Maya! I'm outside of your window with my radio! So what, that's like 5 bodies in my yard right now? Something like that? Probably? Anyway, let's see.
I still have that one question.
Ask again, it'll be one more. That's a great answer. What's my go-to knives? What's my go-to meal, whether homemade or from out, that I never get tired of? Okay, whether it be either or, that I never get tired of. So Richter actually makes some wonderful meals, and quite a few of them I'll never get tired of. But definitely one in particular is a creamy Cajun chicken pasta. I'll never ever get tired of him making that. It is, ooh, splendid. And even something that our dad makes, and I'm hoping to see them pretty soon actually. He makes his own specialty pizzas. One of them is a veggie pizza, and another one he calls it his wingding pizza. That I absolutely never get tired of, and I'll take care of myself in just a moment. Let's see.
I gotta head out.
All right,
But
Shiv.
y'all have a good rest of your stream.
Take
Thanks for the
care.
questions and take it easy.
Nice talking to you. Oh.
There he goes. And so, chat. Any last questions that you have at all? I will be.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely. Yes.
I have one.
My brother was in line first, so I'll let him go, and then Nia, go ahead.
Okay. When are we playing Deal or No Deal again?
Did you do that last Saturday?
No, that was Basil.
Oh.
You and I, not this Saturday.
Understandable.
Taking a look really quick at the date. Not this Saturday. Do you want to save it as like an end of the month thing, or do you want to save it as the beginning of October? So that would be theoretically October 5th.
That's a good question.
So either way, we can discuss that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
And before I forget, here, I need to grab a hold of myself so that I can up over here, and I can do a really quick stretch. Okay, one last good stretch for the road.
Yep, and I'm actually gonna take off because dinner is ready.
Awesome, sounds good. Good flex from my butt cheeks, get a stretch on the legs.
Thanks for letting me chat here.
Absolutely!
Alright. Take it easy, everybody.
You too.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. And back over here, take a sip of water. While I'm getting some water, Nia, what is your burning question?
How are you after all this?
I feel great. This was a lot of fun.
Hi.
Yeah, you all had some really good questions. I'm really happy for that. Like, some of you, like, really surprised me with the questions you were asking. If I seemed, stumped at all, that means it was a particularly good question that just really made me have to think. Not to say that there were any bad questions whatsoever, but y'all had some excellent questions.
Speaking of bad questions, hey.
Shut the fuck up, Bob.
You know what?
Yes?
Did you have ball?
Do it, Quake.
Yes. Right, okay, I actually have to look at Blue Sky really quick. I actually have to look to make sure I didn't miss any Blue Sky questions. Hold on. Just to make absolutely sure. Did I miss any Blue Sky questions? Let's see. And it was only yours, Karibo. Do it, Quake. The answer is, you goddamn right it does. It borders on earth-shattering. But anyway. Chloe, what was your question?
It's a rather dumb question, but
Oh, nice computer you got here. Can I have it?
No, Mario, you cannot have it. Also, SNK versus Capcom Pocket stream when? Great question. I will need access to it first. I asked when it was done.
I have one last question.
AC, ask it anyway, please. And remember, this is everyone's last question.
Mine is really important, so I'll save it for the very end.
Okay. And I'm dead serious. AC, I don't care if it's dumb. Ask away. It's up there? Hold on, let me take a look. Can you have a spot on the couch one day? So AC, knowing what your little character representation is, theoretically, honey, you have a spot by just floating around. So, yeah, look at it like that. Kinda theoretically, this whole space is your space.
I can answer it too.
Sure.
AC, you'll have a spot on the couch when you quit asking and get in here.
Anyway, so chat, if that's it, and also occurrence, obvious occurrence, I see that you said that this stream started at 5 a.m. for you. Good lord, it started at 1 p.m. for me. But hey, that's just time zones, baby. Keep thinking about one, not the time. Understandable. With that said, I guess we'll go ahead and Nia, go ahead and ask your last question.
Would you say that this cleared up a lot of the stress you were feeling about streaming?
Well, I'm actually really glad that you asked that. Yeah. I guess so. And I hope at the very least, in fact, I have one more I have my own personal question for all of you. Was this fun? Do you want me to do this more? Is this something that you would all like to see more? These Q&As, and I mean you, chat. I specifically mean you.
Maybe not even like Q&As, but just hangout streams in general would be nice. What do you all think?
Yeah. We need to come up with more questions? Certainly. And even then, just like hangouts and everything, baking Q&A with Mondo when? That's actually a great question. I'll have to think about that. One to Mondo's kitchen.
Honestly, yeah, it'd be kind of cool if, like, if we did do streams like this more, wouldn't it? And like we just have like a video going or something,
yeah,
so we can do reacting questions.
Yeah, I have thought about also like doing like little reactions just like I did earlier. Oh, you missed the whole thing. Sorry, Ro. But hey, I'm glad you're here anyway. But yeah, Q&As, hangouts, whatever. Chat, if this is something you want to see more of, please. Cooking with Mama got weird when she became a sexy. That sounds like a hentai doujin title. Okay. But that all said, and Hawk, thank you. You also say yes, and I'm very happy you say that. I guess with that all said, everyone, this actually was more fun than I expected, and by all means, I would love to do more of it. And so, let's go ahead and bump up the music and get Kurt to ask one day, give him the chance. Hey, that's perfectly fine. Nix, that is perfectly fine. And so, with that all said, thank you all so much for stopping by. Whether you're here at the very beginning and you watched all the way through, or you showed up in the middle, or at the very end, it always means a ton to me. I promise you. And you know what? You all are telling me, and because of that, I want to do this more. Thank you all so much. Sweet dreams, everyone. And I will see you all later. Thank you.
Let's meet again someday.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Oof! Damn it, Yaiba.
okay. Put it in reverse. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, hello.
This world is what you need, where the monsters roam and the demons all feed.
Dàfāng Panda, welcome in. How was your stream? What were you just chatting about? Welcome in, Raiders. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Mar, and I'm the ringleader of the Dark Carnival. Typically, I play games that are dark, spooky, terrifying, gorgeous, whatever my little inclinations like to grab onto. Today, we are going to be playing a couple of seemingly spooky games. Currently, we are playing the latest installment of Fears to Fathom, which is the Iron Bark Lookout. Can I open the bathroom now? It's still jammed. I don't like that. I'm sure this is totally normal. Okay, I guess maybe this is the gate. But welcome.